Brave Tarnished. Welcome to the Volcano Manor. I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. Perhaps you are prepared to make a commitment?
You're tarnished. Here to put the demigods to the sword. Then please kill the great serpent. The one that devoured Praetor Rykard.
But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Mesmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. Think not to hinder me upon my path, lest you too wish to face the reckoning. Mesmer, foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. We meet again, I see, comrade in arms. Upon his end, did you see Mesmer's face?
And welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Bingo Season 5, Week 2, Day 3. Hello. And next to me today is Parky. Hello, Parky. How you doing, Parky?
Hi, Dom. Hi, Chad. Hi, everyone. I'm happy to be back.
Oh.
Missed yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday was a single match. Was versus Frogcarspin and Blank Sonetta. Frogcarspin getting their first victory onto the leaderboard, which is huge.
Amazing,
But today we have two more matches. Monkey Business versus Bushy Stache, and then Frogcarspin versus Bushy Stache. And in that case as well, this is another double header for another team. This time Bushy Stache. See how they handle going back-to-back matches here.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes. We know that the doubleheader curse was broken on Friday by Team Chris and Adef, which is cool. So we know it's possible, even though it's difficult. But yeah, I mean, Bushy Stache, I feel like they've got, from what I've seen of them and when I see them practice and play, like, I haven't really noticed either of them getting a horrible mental, like, just like having a tough time. V-Sweat is generally a really positive guy. Bushy, like, I remember last time he was kind of having some bad RNG and bad luck, but I remember he was still relatively positive. So hopefully if something happens in their first game, they'll be able to keep their heads up. Obviously, maybe they'll win their first game and they'll go confident into the second game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully I don't wish badly upon them. Doubleheaders are tough. So hopefully they'll be good and it'll be a good 2 games.
I agree, and it's going to be nice to see them play a little bit more. I feel like we haven't seen enough of Bushy Stache right now to really get a feel for their team anyways. A Monkey Business here, I think going into their 4th match already of this round robin section. See how they're going to go. I think they're currently 2-1, and see if they can keep that win streak up as their last 2 matches. I think they did win. So
yeah, they haven't lost, right?
Are they 2-0? I just thought maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, their match got
2-0,
moved. Right, never mind.
And then CBD team is
3-0.
also, yeah, but they had played another game.
Yeah. A little bit of mix-ups on the schedule got me a little confused here, but
It is a confusing time.
yeah. So 2-0 right now for Monkey Business. So see if they can keep that up actually. Then with their momentum, let's go check in on those players real quick, see how things are looking. Of course, people all running their own different resolutions. Holy sweet baby Jesus! Let me just fix this real quick here.
Yeah,
we'll
go
talk
ahead
about
and
the board
fix
though.
that. Let me just say before we get into this, because this is Aggie's game. Last time I commentated, I saw a few concerns in the comment sections that there is conflict of interest. I just want to remind everyone, I'm just a commentator. I am not a judge. I am not a ref. It doesn't matter which team I want to win. None of that matters. I do not choose what happens if someone messes up a square. That doesn't matter at all. I just want to make that clear because last time there actually were, surprisingly, a few people being like, is Perky allowed to commentate Aggie's game? Yeah, guys, because it doesn't matter.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
So I just wanted to put that out there before the YouTube commenters got a hold of it. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'm always very amused when people are like, oh, you know, you're a commentator now that I have biases. It's like, have you watched any sport? Like, commentators sometimes just have like a little bit of bias to them too sometimes. Not saying that you do, but sometimes when I talk about teams, I'm like, oh, I really hope that they get this. But honestly, for me, it's more or less a thing of like, I really hope they get it because I know it's going to like lengthen the game. And then that makes me excited. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I hope that the other person does not get this square because that means we have more bingus.
Yeah, I mean, it totally makes sense. But yeah, as commentators, doesn't even matter. I mean, like obviously you don't want to be too biased, just out of respect. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there so we're all on the same page here. Got you.
I almost have this.
I forgot about the bingo board. Let me get in there.
Oh yeah, you're good. No worries. I am fixing the last camera, and then we're good to go.
I'm super excited. What kind of boards do you want to see today, Dom?
I've been a big fan of the lots of bosses, so we see races type of situations, type of boards. Those have been my personal favorite. How about you?
Bosses and races, yeah. I mean, I've been watching a lot of practice games, and I gotta say, I think my favorite board was that crazy all remembrance boss board that we got on Friday.
Yeah.
That was so fun to watch. I don't think we're ever gonna see that again, but it was great game. A lot of fighting, just a lot of skill shows. That was awesome. I would love to see a lot of bosses again, but let's not curse the teams.
Yeah, let's not get it crazy here. But we'll see in just a moment here. We're gonna be going into the match. Everyone is ready. Starter class already has Rotten Battlehammer. Again, we've talked about this in previous matches here. On the Bingo Brawlers channel, Rotten Battlehammer being a really, really good weapon. And so I'm expecting the starter base game players here to possibly pick it up. Although the stat line, looking at it, looking a little shit, looking a little ass. Not gonna lie, that's not very tempting at all. We have 6 dex and 8 strength on a Rotten Battlehammer class. That is very tough. All the stats are in Intelligence, Faith, and Arcane.
Yeah, it does look like Aggie's gonna opt for that one anyway. Oh, we see the board here.
Yeah, here we go. The center square. Kill one boss of each bear, hippo, and bird.
Okay. So bird boss. We got some deathray birds. We got some. What's the other one? That's not the right version.
Just deathbird.
Just the Deathbird? Okay,
just Deathbird. Yeah, nothing crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be either one of those, right? Are those the only options for that?
Yeah, pretty much. So for base game, it's going to be Deathbird and Deathrite Bird. For the DLC players, it's Deathrite Bird only because they had to have that one on the Crimson Coast, if you will, right before Lamenter. So this is a little bit of a nice square because this is pretty much where a DLC and base game can kind of pick and choose a little bit more because there is also a bear in base game, which is the Rune Bear in Weeping. So be like, okay, do you want to take care of the Deathrite Bird? If it's in, like, there's a DLC square that is Deathrite Bird, but not on here this time around. That would have been a nice little 2-for-1 deal that they could do.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. That doesn't sound too bad. In terms of synergy, I don't feel like I see too many that line up. We do have 6 bosses in Liurnia and Everjails in the same line. Those go together quite nicely, I would say. We do have, off the top of my head, like 2 or 3 in Liurnia, at least. Okay. So that's okay. Yeah, but the rest of that line isn't amazing.
Oh, we do have the mix up here, like I talked about in previous matches, where we have the different Radon squares, the co-op ones, like mixed up in different variations. This time around, we have the Starscourge Radon Commander Gaius square. So that's going to be a bit more, I would say, a bit more of a mid-game square, actually, maybe even a bit of an early game square compared to the other like Consort Radon type squares that the board can spit out. This time, it spit out the more earlier version of Starscourge Radon Commander Gaius. This is like, honestly, the remembrance rushes for both base game and DLC in that case here. We do have also 10 cracked pots, which is very, very popular among the base game players here. And we have collect 3 of each pot. So that little synergistic play there is going to be pretty huge as well, to try and see if that's going to be a rushed co-op square from both teams, or if that's going to be just a base game rush square. Not too sure about that. Besides that here, looking like a lot of collecting too. We have acquire Omen Baron and Horn Baron. We have acquire both talismans for Turtle. Lots of different things here. We do have Blow a Finger back on the board, the classic.
Blow a Finger, right?
Blow a Finger,
do
roll
we
4.
have any meta or anything that would work with Blow a Finger? We do have, I mean, you just mentioned Gaius. Gaius and Blow a Finger, like, obviously kind of go together.
That kind of works, yeah.
I don't see any meta. I don't see any Emir. Do we have sorceries? No. Yeah, so I mean, Gaius and Blowfingers there. We don't have Duper Remembrance either, so it's like a little bit out of the way. This board doesn't have like incredible synergy, I would say. It's just kind of a bunch of random stuff.
It looks like Bushy either did not see the timer or is just behind. I'm really not sure here. Currently jumping down. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a tough pick on like what to go for first here. There isn't like a obvious first choice, although I will say for DLC players, to be fair, kill an Ancient Dragon Man boss. That, I think, is almost a no-brainer. I would go for that in a heartbeat. It's in a nice position, bottom left corner. It is a quarter square, obviously, so one of the better squares on the board. And gives you a lot of access to the board as well. It gives you a lot of access to Southern Coast and also the Dragon area, which has already the where is it? Putrescent Knight on there. So you already get access. You get pre-access to that, if you will, and Blow a Finger on top of that. So let's see here. Aggie running past. He, as he says, skip a de grace on first step here. Going straight towards, I believe he's not even going to check Kale. Although he maybe checks the Church of L.A. Bushy here not going to go at all in that direction, but actually going to go and skip past that. Going to go for the North Aguil Lake Grace. And Mitch here actually at the front of Castle Ensis. Going to be grabbing that grace here for Everjail balls, Ensis balls potentially as a co-op square with Aggie here.
Oh, you know what? Everjail ball, Ensis ball goes actually really nicely with the 6 bosses in Liurnia and the Everjail square that we were mentioning earlier.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Does that count as a? No, he's not a boss. Well, never mind. Yeah, that line is looking okay. In terms of rushable squares, super rushable squares, what are we looking at here? I mean, I saw Turtle Talisman isn't incredibly rushable, right? Both Turtle Talisman.
It kind of is. It kind of is. Yeah.
Okay.
Like Spudcove definitely could have been close to already getting it, and for Bushy, it is just the thing where he has to have a Stone Sword key and then go. It's in Limgrave, so it is a semi-rushable square, the Turtle Talisman square.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, and the DLC one. I mean, it's just down in that river, so it's not bad. It doesn't seem like anyone. I mean, actually, Mitch could be going for that. I guess we'll see in a second.
We'll see. And I do like to see something here, by the way, which is kill 2 Dancing Lion bosses. That means we will be seeing Deathblight Dancing Lion today for the first time on the big screen, seeing how the players know, if they know that fight at all.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I have. First of all, I didn't even fight that guy in my playthrough. I didn't even know he existed. Second of all, I've never even seen that fight. I don't even know what the Deathblade phase looks like. I would love to see that. I would love to see our DLC players tackle that. I wonder if they're going to be avoiding it. that middle line, I'm not totally familiar with the Omen Baron and Horn Baron square, but in terms of the other stuff, that line is not looking too bad actually. The column 3.
Yeah, let me see here. It is a little tough with the 2 dancing lions, but beyond that, yeah, it's not too bad. And the base game players do have a club here that would be really good versus Blackblade Kindred. So they do have possibilities here. If you rush Star Scourge Radon, you get a lot of money as well. Maybe even a weapon check or 2. Yeah, lots of options. But it looks like that both players are going to be rushing Jarberg here instead. Like I mentioned, that 10 cracked pot square. That's just a siren on the board calling for both players as they're running towards Jarberg here, getting those cracked pots.
Yep. So, all right. So they're not really lined up. You're right. Bushy like started late or took a different. I guess he went to the other Grace too, so they're in a little bit different positions here.
I think we had this last season where for some reason sometimes his stream is like giga delayed, and I'm really not sure as to why. That could be the situation, or he just genuinely missed the timer.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
looks like Sweat is
not that one.
Yeah, I hope not. But looks like Sweat's trying to get the hefty cracked pots here, and then also wanted to go for that great axe check, but I think he missed it. And we might see it here from Mitch here in just a moment. Nice little skip down here for Aggie into Jarberg, and see if he gets to 10 cracked pots first. And also the ritual pots, obviously, for collect 3 a pot. 3 of each pot.
Do you know how many he is at?
Well, if he started with the cracked pots, he already has 3. So once he's done with Jarberg, he's going to have 6 cracked pots and then 2 ritual pots.
Okay.
And then all he has to do is go get 1 more ritual pot from Laskiar Runes, which is that starting area that has the teleporter towards Southgate, Raya Lucaria. And then the other ones you can buy from a merchant that is on the way actually to the Turtle Talisman. You can buy some. And Kale.
Okay.
Or Bofa Cave if you want the one-off. But yeah, it looks like he's porting directly back to front gate here. And it's going to go straight probably to Bofa Cave. Oh, no, he's not. Collect 3 of each pot being marked here by Monkey Business. Yeah, that is really quick pickup here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those nice hefty pots in Bonnie Village there, so that's a pretty quick pickup. It's nice.
Yeah, it looks like that is something that sadly, Bushy missed out on. So, okay, so we're not behind. He is behind. And that's just unfortunate, sadly. Has to make up for some of the time that he lost for starting late into the match here. Not a good omen, but hopefully they can turn that around in just a bit here. Getting some other squares for themselves on the board. Porting straight towards Kaled now. And Bushy making sure that he did grab the other cracked pots just in case Aggie does not mark the 10 cracked pots on the board.
Yeah, is he looking like he's gonna go maybe finish that square off now, and he just wanted to pick up the previous Grace just a little early?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. This is something that I personally fail to do a lot because of like panic. A lot of these players will make progress across the map or make progress towards another square or something, and then finish their own square that they were working on. But I just feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I would just like immediately finish every square, which is obviously not the vibe for strategy, but yeah, I don't know. That's how a lot of people play the season, which is, I mean, it's really smart and it's much better, obviously.
And there we have it. Millicent dies here for Bushy. Goes ahead and goes for that column 2 block. Very nice quick thinking here from Bushy, being like, you know what, I lost on that. Let me just grab that block real quick if I can. Marks that square. Aggie here going to finish 10 cracked pots in just a moment here, knowing that he's not contested anymore in the cracked pots. And base game players right now kind of prepping, it looks like. Both of them going for the katana check here. There's 10 cracked pots here now for Monkey Business. 2-1 currently on the board. And let's see how this continually plays out as we're going for a weapon check here. Katana is Nagakiba.
Nice. That's a good one. I
yes. Like that one. Apparently a pretty good one. I've barely used it myself, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've heard it's very pog.
We do have, so I mean, I know it's still early, but Blues got some progress obviously on row 5, which now that I look at it, I mean, it's kind of a fast line. I mean, to be fair, the shackle is in Landel sewers, but like I don't know, I feel like the rest of those are all relatively quick. I wonder if there's something, if they would be considering that line at all.
I feel like the lines here on this board are kind of a little bit of a toss up.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of just like, it's like one or two squares where it's like, I don't know if anyone's really going to do that right now, kind of thing. And there's no real like threat, I think, at the moment anyways.
Yeah. Maybe they'll just be getting squares that they like and hope maybe it'll lead into a line, but I do wonder if they're just looking at majority at this point in time already.
Yeah, Bushy here going to go for staves now. Okay, he's working on the stave square. Really not bad. That's another square in column 2, but it's also a corner square, grabbing that one stave in Liurnia. Aggie here currently working on what seems to be a weapon check and maybe upgrading. He did grab the Gargoyle's Black Blade. Oh, did his game crash?
Looks like it.
Gonna get a sip of the blue juice to calm down the nerves after game crashing. And Sweat here currently upgrading the Nagakiba now in the round table. Gonna go ahead and go towards Hugh. Gonna smack some stones into that sword. And we'll see what they're picking. Rusted Anchor here for Mitch. Really interesting. So 2 different weapons actually for the DLC players. Really nice.
I would prefer the Nagakiba in this situation. I guess depends on who he's planning on fighting.
Yeah, I don't think Mitch checked the katana check, so he did see Rusted Anchor, and then he saw Savage Lion's Claw, and he's like, you know what? And honestly, that's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad either.
It's kind of funny. I guess Aggie's crash here maybe is evening the playing field with him and Bushy, because Bushy started late for some reason that we don't know.
Yeah.
Now
True.
I guess they're even.
True. And for Mitch here, this is actually kind of interesting. I'm not sure if he is like thinking about this as deeply as I am right now, but Rusted Anchor does have piercing attacks as its regular like standard or like category of attack. It's piercing attacks, and a lot of bosses actually the DLC are weak to piercing, including Dancing Lion, which there are 2 of them. So this is kind of like going to be a nice buff, I would say, towards dealing with some of those bosses.
Just like the R1 is a
all of it. The whole weapon is just pierce.
Oh,
yeah, it's really interesting.
that feels wrong, but okay.
Well, it's got like
not wrong for you, but wrong like why? Like I don't.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. It's just the tippy
are
things.
pierced,
Like it's like the hooks or whatever. I guess they consider that piercing from the anchor.
Come on, that's definitely a blunt weapon, but whatever, I guess. So you're telling me if he goes and fights Rolana, this weapon's gonna be super effective against her?
Yes.
Oh, that's baloney. That's dumb.
That's funny.
But okay, maybe they needed more pierce weapons or something. Like they don't have enough swords. I don't know. Weird. Okay, well that's good to know. I should keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's a Rusted Anchor is a little bit slept on, I will say. We do see V-Sweat here now going for Ancient Dragon Man, and so is Mitch. We have a little bit of a race action between the 2 players in the DLC. V-Sweat just a little bit ahead, actually not that much though, and we'll see what the damage difference is going to be like. Sweat does have the nice advantage of having bleed and frost in the Nagakiba, whereas Mitch only has frost. So we'll see how status effects kind of really carry in the DLC. Currently just a little bit ahead here for Sweat, maybe like 4 seconds, 5 seconds.
Oh, Mitch getting hit there. Yeah, this is going to be cool to see side by side with 2 different weapons.
Yeah. We'll see exactly how this will turn out. And Savage Lion's Claw is also a really nice thing for this fight because you can kind of stagger Ancient Dragon Man into not being able to attack. There we go. Let's see how this turns out.
So I want to say Ancient Dragon Man can give different RNG to them and like make it worse or better, but I feel like I've seen both of these players fight Ancient Dragon Man very, very consistently regardless of his RNG.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we can expect to see that here as well.
There's the Frost proc already here for Mitch here. Nice damage. Swed keeping up, though. Getting some nice hack and slashes in. Has the Frost and the Bleed proc happen here versus Ancient Dragon Man. Cancels out the Dragon Maw. on Ancient Dragon Man here. Lots of dragon.
Yeah, they were close there. Mitch tried to do those Savage Lion's Claws, and I think if they landed, he would have been much farther along. But unfortunately, they did miss, and I think V-Sway was just able to catch up with the speed of the weapon.
And there we go. Trying to cancel out that healing on V-Swit's Ancient Dragon Man. Sadly misses, however, goes pretty much into, like, I would say, almost like a phase 2. Dragon Maw coming out again here. Nice strafing here from Swed.
Nice.
Mitch here getting some R1s, and also now past the healing flask portion. Kind of catching up here on Swed. Getting some good RNG on his fight, but Swed just a little bit farther ahead still. Getting some nice R1s, and again, should be getting a bleed proc here very soon. Ancient Dragon Man on both screens, getting absolutely pummeled into the ground, but Mitch here slowly catching up now. His R1's really stacking up with that Frost, but there is that bleed proc here from V-Swed that I was talking about. Strafing around the Dragon Maw one more time, gets the backstab here, but that does cost time. Dragon Maw here for Mitch, gets the R1s, does not get the backstab, has to be careful, almost gets hit by that. Oh boy, this is looking really, really close.
Extremely close.
This is very close now. They're being stalled out.
Like that.
Oh, and Mitch actually gets it with the Frost proc.
Mitch gets it.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, and V-Sweat is like, damn. That's actually crazy.
That was incredibly close.
And Mitch doesn't even know. It's always crazy. Like, that was the closest thing ever for us, and Mitch is like, anyway, I wonder what V-Swed's up to.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go ahead and just refresh Mitch here real quick, but let's see what else is on the board now. That was a huge snipe here, actually, because Mitch was behind by a couple of seconds. And now I think they're going for turtle talismans here, whereas I believe looks like Swed and Bushy are going for balls.
Yeah, Mitch wasn't even like really close. When Swed was much under halfway health, Mitch was still not even close to half. That's crazy that he actually caught up. And you know what? One thing to point out here is, you know, Mitch got that and that's good and whatever, but Swed now has Ancient Dragon Man killed, which gives him a lot of access to stuff in the south. And Mitch doesn't know that, you know, like they don't have the knowledge of that. So they have no idea what Swed is up to, which is a little scary. So that's definitely something we should keep in mind when it comes to bingo. That it's hard to strategize when you don't know what your team is doing.
Yeah, this is actually a really nice pickup from Team Bushy Stache, by the way, going for that Evergel boss and ends this boss, because that is going to block out that diagonal and that row 1 right away. So that Cracked Pot and that Ancient Dragon Man that Mitch just got is out the window. But now, however, Monkey Business here are going to be building on the other diagonal instead with acquire both Turtle Talismans in just a moment here, collect 3 pots as a top left, bottom right diagonal, but also column 1. So now this is again going to be Bushy Stache a little bit on the defense here, going to be putting out some fires again, even after this balls pickup.
Right. Yeah, I wonder what the game plans are. I would love to. I wish I could hear their thoughts because there are just so many options on this board, especially as we were saying, nothing really synergizes too well. I feel like it's so hard to make a decision of what is the best. Option.
Yeah, no, it's a little tough here to know what the priority is. I mean, for Bushy Stache, for sure, it's going to be, hey, we don't have, like, the square that they have, which is kill Millicent, is not in any way to be able to be built on. But, however, Evergel bosses would be. And there's that mark here from V-Sweat, going to be marking that block, a nice corner block here. And they could possibly work on column 5 if they really wanted to. Honestly, not looking too bad. Kill Dryleaf Dane is kind of free if you think about it. And 6 Leona bosses is also not that terrible, with Bushy already having balls dead. There it is, 2 Turtle Talismans for Monkey Business now, 4-2 currently, 2 square lead. And they could have anything that they want as well. Column 1, diagonal, top left, bottom right. They could go for column 4. There's a lot of board to be played.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like they should be looking at. I think both teams, or maybe need to consider that corner square with the shackles, because yeah, if Team Blue likes column 5, Team Red likes top left diagonal. And when I say that, by the way, I know that obviously they're not putting all their eggs in one basket with each of those lines because the board is kind of crazy. But, you know, obviously they're probably just like looking at what's viable. You know, we do have Rodon, we do have Gaius, we do have bosses in Liurnia. I wonder if they would want to make Renala one of those. I mean, I don't know if they would, but, you know, maybe. And then they get access to Landel, and then I mean the Shackle, like if you know where it is, it's not like it's crazy to get. It's not like it's super fast either. But oh well, there goes that line.
There goes that line. Yeah, Mitch has
was
been working on
actually
Dane while you're monologuing.
I was busy strategizing. I did see Dane being played up. I thought it was Swed.
You're good. You're good. That's funny though. Let's see what the plan is now, because now Monkey Business is moving really fast here and making a lot of quick decisions for the early game squares. We're moving slowly into the mid game now, and it's going to come down to, okay, what are the big threats and what are the big opportunities for Bushy Stache to kind of bounce back into this. They have to make some correct calls here. At least the next 3 to 4 squares have to be on point for them to be able to get back into this board.
Right, but you know, we don't know what's cooking. We don't know if any team is gonna have any issues. We don't know if any team's got something crazy up their sleeve. It's still quite early. Anything could happen in season 5 of Bingo Brawlers, so let's not count them out.
Oh, I never said I'm counting them out. I'm just saying that they're currently on the back foot. They gotta be careful. They gotta be careful. They don't want this to tumble into a quick match. They want this to be, you know, a strong match, showcase, if you will. There is Red Bear currently, so it looks like that center square is kind of being worked on here by Sweat and possibly Bushy. Definitely not a bad pick.
Yeah, getting that center square off the board and out of the hands of the red team would be a good choice for Team Blue.
Yeah.
I say Team Red and Blue sometimes as opposed to the names. How do you feel about that?
That's fine.
It's just faster thinking sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you see red and blue on screen anyways. Probably a little bit easier sometimes to do that. And there it is, 6 staves, by the way, from Bushy. Very nice. That is the 3rd square for Bushy Stache here now. And then we're going to possibly see kill one of each bear, hippo, and bird. With bear being taken care of by Sweat, but then also hippo going to be taken care of by Sweat, and then bird, it's going to be Bushy's. We're going to see which bird he's going to take care of.
Yeah, hippo goes into Lada's rune nicely here too, so that'll be like two squares in one almost if Bushy can get that bird.
Yeah, and it looks like,
I mean, is he in a position for that? I don't know how comfortable he is with those birds, but if you're not incredibly comfortable, they can definitely be kind of difficult.
Yeah. I mean, death birds honestly are not that crazy. It's the death right birds that really get out of hand. So if it's just a death bird, he'll be just fine. As I'm assuming what he's going to go for, and on the Liurnia Lakes one. And Mitch, you're going to be getting ready for the Emir quest line, just to make sure that he can blow a finger to block out that possible row 4.
I like that you worded it like that, blow a finger. I feel like you knew exactly what you were doing with that.
That sounds funny.
It sounds hilarious.
That's awesome. That's like, hey, if I have the opportunity, you might as well. That's how bingo memes are born. You gotta throw some funny things in there from time to time. And honestly, blow a finger here is actually really good because again, it builds that column 1. Restore Morgoth's Great Rune and clear 3 Ever Jails, 2 jails it's a lot of time being thrown at Bushy Stache here potentially. So getting that square early on, blocking out that row 4, but then also really progressing their column 1 is really strong here.
Classic.
Sadly, Bushy dying to the death bird here. Has to reset, make it nighttime once more. Sweat here making his way towards hippo.
Yeah, Bushy's weapon, I mean, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong here, but Bushy's weapon's not incredible against this guy either, right?
Not really, no. This is a nice, like, I would say rush weapon. If you get this halberd early, it's very much like, hey, I can go ahead and do a lot of early game squares with this. But this is not a match-defining weapon, no.
Well, his damage isn't horrible, but it's definitely, you want to fight these bird bosses as least amount of time as you can.
Yes.
But okay, I mean, yeah, he's not doing horribly. It's not looking too dire.
Yeah, just trying to build up that stagger here. We have hippo on V-Sweat's screen right now. Trying to deal with the hungry hippo right in front of Shadowkeep. I don't know the lore on this. Like, why is there just like a hippo? I still haven't figured that out yet. I think some said that like it was guarding, it like guards the way into Shadowkeep, but like it's like a pet, you know, it's like an alligator, but it's a hippo.
I feel like surely someone experimented on this guy and turned him into like half crucible.
Maybe, yeah. Could be like the
yeah,
the shamans or something.
He's kind of crazy looking. Like he kind of looks like he's got something weird happen to him. Damn,
really
Sweat,
nice. Really nice charge dart 2-0 to cancel out that phase 2 animation. Mitch, you're quitting out currently in the finger runes. Going to be blowing a finger very soon. And Aggie here getting ready to get the holy words. So many words salad in brain. Falling Star Beast upgraded at Altus Tunnel here. A weapon we haven't seen.
Bushy is almost done with that bird boss, which will be a great weight off his back.
Yep.
With that square especially.
There we go. That bird is down. Hippo is almost down too. So both these players finishing their fights almost at the exact same time. Very nice co-op square pickup here from Team Bushy Stache, grabbing that center square. 5-4. Currently a 1 square lead here for Monkey Business, but that's a really nice pickup, blocking out that diagonal and possibly being able to be built on later on for a bingo.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some stuff open, but other than column 1, it doesn't seem like there's any incredible threats anymore.
Yeah, as of right now, yeah. Column 1 is the big one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
is Bushy heading up to an Everjail here?
Yeah, he's going for the Liurnia one, which is really good because there's also Liurnia bosses. And Sweat here working on Letta's rune, not really looking at column 1 at all.
Yeah, the thing with this square, 3 Everjails, especially 3 Everjails in Liurnia, isn't too long of a square, but 2 jails on the DLC side, to me, that's a slog. Those are some long little dungeons.
Yeah, they can be very long. There it is. Blow a finger, by the way, from Mitch. Now 6-4, 2 squares ahead on Monkey Business's side. Good blowing, yeah.
Though it does seem every player that we're looking at right now, I mean, this goes for everyone in the season, but like everyone really knows every fight. Like, haven't been seeing that many deaths. Everyone feels very confident in what they're doing when they're attacking, especially with these weapons, which is something of, you know, season 5 with the randomizer. They're using these weapons that they might not have too much experience with, and it's really cool to see that they're still kind of thriving.
Yeah, I agree.
There's some gamers, chat. And Sweat, I think he's going to grab the later rune. I mean, maybe he's going to grab just that grace anyway, but I feel like we might see a later rune here just to block off that column 4.
We have seen 2 jails now by Bushy because he did the Balls jail and now he did Adon. And so now this is actually going to be possibly a really nice block later on down the road from Bushy Stache on that Everjail's jail square. But Sweat will have to invest a lot of time to be able to clear that square. And as of right now, currently going for the Letta rune. Mitch going for a crazy Siluria skip.
That skip.
Cerulean Coast.
That does not look like that when I learned it.
Yeah, mine looks different too, but if it works, it works, you know?
I mean, absolutely. It's kind of funny when skips are like that. Like, everyone just has their own way of doing that.
Big damage. Hornsent really helping out Sweat here on this Letta fight. Going to be a very quick one. And Mitch here are going to be going for a kill a base game boss in the DLC. Good old demi-human Marigo.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna get kill a base game boss.
There it is.
Yeah, that's a great pickup there. And I mean, they're closing the gap with those points on the board too. 6-5 now.
Yep. Yeah, definitely getting those blocks in as they needed. Oof. The only thing now is... Oh, wow.
Yeah, the classic.
The only thing now is to worry about that column 1, then everything else is fine.
Yeah, and I mean, they're worrying about it. They're doing the square. And yeah, here I was just wondering what this was for, but yeah, this is for the 6 bosses in Liurnia.
Yeah, Bushy here going for more Liurnia bosses, just killed the Clean Rot Knight. This is a good pickup by Bushy as well, like, because even though the tunnel takes a little bit, it does give you a really good talisman, which is the Winged Talisman. That's just really nice to have, especially for multi-hitting weapons like the Spinning Strikes Halberd. And now it looks like maybe going for some upgrades, maybe grabbing the Academy key here as well.
Yeah, well, I was saying before, I do wonder if he'll do the Red Wolf and then Rolana to have access to Morgott and Margit, and Moog Shackle. I don't know which one of the shackles are down in the sewers, but
Yeah, the Moog one's down the sewers.
Okay.
Sewers.
But yeah, it's not a bad idea for him to go and finish off the 6 bosses in Liurnia with those 2.
There we go. Killer base game boss now down for Monkey Business 7-5. This is a bit of a fast board until the very last squares, aka Putrescent Knight and Morgott's Great Rune. Those are the long ones here. I'm expecting Dragonkin Soldier soon, and that's exactly what I see on Aggie's screen, actually. Going for that Dragonkin Soldier on row 1. They're not even looking at doing column 1 at all. They know it's going to take a while. Sweat here, however, is already in a jail, making his way down to go fight Swordmaster Once.
Oh, and you know what? Sweat is good at Swordmaster Once. I have seen Sweat fight him, so I'm not concerned at all. But man, if you don't know Swordmaster Ons, it can get brutal down there.
It
absolutely
blows.
Yeah.
Not a finger, but as a boss.
Yeah, Ons can be crazy. I feel like that's one of those bosses where it's like, what do you mean, Ons? That little guy? What? That's a skill issue.
Nice little dude.
Yeah. That guy's very Hollow Knight. Very Hollow Knight. Like, there's a boss in Hollow Knight that's just like Ons. I think I said this last time I commentated too. Do you even understand what I'm talking about?
No, I've never played Hollow Knight. Well, I have played Hollow Knight, but I've not played, like, it enough to know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well,
I've gotten to Mantis Lords, and that's it. So
Dom, you should really play Hollow Knight.
I am. After TwitchCon, I have a 24-hour stream planned to play Hollow Knight.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's like, it's a great game, and it's also great content. People love watching it.
Nice damage. There's
Anyway,
a Dragonkin Soldier.
There's the Dragonkin Soldier. Nice.
No, I am looking forward to it, though. But yeah, here, let's see what happens when it comes down to what Bushy's thinking, because he's currently in Raya Lucaria, but I don't really see anything very obvious here besides just Liurnia bosses.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's Liurnia bosses into a land, Alexis.
That is actually very true. I didn't think about that. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah. Renala going to be giving him 1 Great Rune to be able to enter the capital here, but also Starscourge Radahn, Commander Gaius, so he's going to be comboing those 2 together, which is a really good idea. Actually, I respect that a lot. And yeah, it looks like Aggie here, however, is going to be going for what seems to be maybe a Blackblade Kindred fight. Just trying to get those one-off squares.
Yeah, there's a lot of those here.
Yep.
The one-off squares. All right, here we go with the Ons fight. V-Sweat's got some good jumping strats against Ons. I'd like to see if that's still... Oh my god, in the backstab. Look at that's a brutal backstab. Oh my gosh.
Very brutal backstab.
Yeah.
Someone has to tell Yoda to sit down. Oh, careful. Okay, there's that. We have 3 fights going on at the same time. Red Wolf currently for Bushy. Blackblade Kindred here for Aggie. And then Swordmaster Ons for Swed. Aggie has no health bar, so any hit here will kill him. Has to be a low kill for hit here. It does have yellow damage for a Dragon Burrow fight. This is going to give him a lot of money, too. So this will probably set him up for the rest of the match after he gets this fight. Okay, Blackblade Kindred just jumps away.
Yeah, I think Blackblade Kindred, I feel like, I mean, especially with our players at this point, are so experienced with this boss. It's honestly, like, I kind of like Blackblade Kindred. It's kind of a fun one to fight. But there are definitely, especially on this hill, there are some hitboxes that can just get you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Some hill memes that can get you out of nowhere, even if you know what you're doing. Hopefully that won't happen to Aggie here. Oh, and there's Bushy not doing Renala. I don't know if this counter is right. It does say 4 bosses in Liurnia. I wonder if that's accurate. I wonder if he's just going to finish this off to be 5 and then go do Renala for 6. Oh, this isn't even...
Oh, he's just going for an Everjail. Yeah, he's just going for a 3rd Everjail. Just to not waste Swed's time here.
Yeah, fair enough.
And also, this is a weapon check, actually. This is going to be a curved sword check. We'll see exactly what it gives it. Maybe Zamor? Okay, Magma Scaled Worm Sword. And that one's not too bad. I like the R1s on it. R2s are terrible, but the R1s are really not that bad. Not sure if that's something that Bushy's going to consider, though, as a weapon. Really nice fight here from Aggie. I don't think he's got hit a single time because he's still alive.
I think he's alive based on the fact that he's still alive.
Holy schmoly, the foresight is crazy. And here's the spinning move.
Rinola here, so
yeah, so that's gonna be his 6th boss, which makes complete sense.
Mitch going for the death mask, serpent helm, and hood square.
Wow.
Oh, there's the BBK, nice.
That is the last line that Bushy Stache possibly had to create a bingo threat with, and now it is majority play here for Monkey Business, really putting Bushy Stache here in a corner. And we'll see what their plan is right now. Currently, blocking out that column 1 is the idea here. And from Bushy here, going to be getting that Liurnia square and then possibly work on that Commander Gaius square.
Yeah, so this board, obviously, I mean, 9 to 5 looks like a bit of a gap. But we know that Team Bushy Stache has a lot of progress on Everjail's Liurnia bosses. Again, this is a bit more down the line, but they are getting closer to Landal access with the Rinola Remembrance. So while it does look like they are a little bit ahead, I just hope no one in the chat or who's watching anywhere thinks that this is a dead game or whatever, because they do have a lot of progress on some.
There's a lot of time. Yeah.
And I think that they can. I think that once they get a few of these, it's gonna get much closer.
Not spinning striking here, I think, is actually insane, if I'm being honest, from Bushy here. The spinning strikes on the halberd is like... So here's the fun fact, actually. Spinning strikes on the halberd is only possible to get from the dad of Arena. You cannot get this Ash of War from a Scarab. You cannot get it from anything. You only get it from this weapon if you kill him or do his quest line.
The dad
from Arena at Castle Morn, where the Lena Misbegotten is. When you tell him that, you know, his daughter misses him, and then he's like, well, I got work to do, and then she dies, and then he's like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, I did that. I did that quest.
There we go. Finally he does it. There. Look at the damage. Immediately uses the spinning strikes and takes care of Rinola there.
Nice.
And it looks like that Aggie is slowly working towards capital here. He doesn't have any remembrances just yet, but maybe pre-prepping for when he does have to enter for possible column 1.
Yeah, I wonder what they're thinking about this, because obviously Bushy hasn't marked in like forever. So I wonder if they're assuming that he's been working on all these long squares. Like maybe they know, because it doesn't seem like Aggie cares really about Liurnia bosses or Everjails or anything. So I wonder if they're assuming that Bushy is working on that. Yeah.
Bushy here gets the Rinola kill here. We'll be able to mark Liurnia bosses in just a moment. So it'll be 9 to 6 now for Bushy Stache. Sorry, 9 to 6 for Monkey Business. And that's 1 Great Rune right now. That his capital access for Bushy. He can go straight towards Radahn now if he really wants to. And Aggie now doesn't have a single Great Rune to get into capital. This is a little bit of a tough thing, is that he can't block or can't progress that column 1 until he does. But he doesn't even have to, most likely, depending on how the board's going to play out. But there aren't that many base game squares anymore. There is only 20 Boiled Crabs from Bogart, Margaret and Moog Shackle, which is capital access, and Morgoth's Great Rune, which is capital access, and Omen Baron, Horn Baron, which is capital access. So 4 squares here that right now Bushy is kind of building progress towards.
And here's Sweat in his second and final jail. This fight, I don't have too much experience with this fight. I don't feel like it's too bad.
It's volatile, I would say.
Yeah.
If it does the blender move like that, then it can get out of hand really quickly. But otherwise, you can deal a lot of damage to this boss for sure.
It would have been nice to have like Spirit Ash summons or something on the board to make these a little more worthwhile. It's just like, yeah, the board has like no synergy at this time.
Yeah. There really is. It's more about choices here. And there is that second jail here. 9-7 now for Bushy Stache. They're blocking out that column 1. And here's the good news for Monkey Business. They weren't even working on it. So that is at least a nice block here from Bushy Stache. But sadly, not a time waste for Monkey Business.
Yeah, if Monkey Business, like, again, if they had just assumed that was going to happen anyway, just because Bushy hasn't marked in a while, that was an incredible call on their end. Very smart to consider that. Yeah.
And now let's see what the next plays are, because it looks like Bushy's going to be going for boiled crab here, but I think Aggie's a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
If anything, he's very far ahead, actually, on the boiled crab pickup.
Yeah, he's, like, at the guy.
Yeah.
And we got Mitch finishing off. So Mitch, he's going to finish off the helm and hood square, I assume, which gives him, I mean, it gets him a little closer to Raw Ruins, where is the best place to get incantations, if I'm remembering that correctly. And so, and yeah, I mean, he's already here for Gaius too. This is a pretty decent synergy he's doing, working on everything kind of at once, it seems.
Yeah, it looks like that 10-7 right now. Monkey Business, 3 more squares needed. Incantations is definitely the new hot thing on the market right now, and everyone is buying. And once that is off the board, things are starting to look a little dicey when it comes to options for squares here.
That's funny you say that, because I don't know if a single one of them has picked up an incant.
Yeah, I don't know. It is the easiest one, I will say. It is like the easiest square on the board right now.
It's just funny because you're like, incant, everyone wants it, come and get it. And it's like,
they should. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think wait, is Mitch gonna fight?
I'm just like, yeah, he's going for the other. He's going for the other hat here. He's going for all 3 hats.
Yeah.
I'm like that street vendor that just like yells my product at you to try and buy.
Yeah. And we can't use a gravity death on this guy, which is what we were doing last season.
Yep. Correct.
Get a nice and clean fight. We got Aggie with the tree sentinel here. But he doesn't have access to actually get into Landel, so I guess he's just making some progress towards it.
Just getting the money for it, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll see him in the Radon fight soon.
And there it is, 3 helmets here for Mitch. 11-7 now for Monkey Business. Currently 4 squares now. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of power. So now they only need 2 more squares to win the match. They already have majority activated. The hard part here is which 2 squares are they going for? It could be incants. It could be incants. It could be, incants.
What? This might sound a little goofy, but like, so I haven't fought that Deathrite Lion, but I know he's in Raw Ruins, right?
He is.
So we got Raw Ruins for incants, Raw Ruins for Dancing Lion, or whatever. I don't know if he's a Dancing Lion, but that Deathblight one. So those 2 kind of work, and they're, I mean, to be fair, they could also do Commander Gaius and Radon, which looks like actually might be what's on the table here for Mitch. But those 2, I would have liked to see that play. I want to see that Deathrite Lion. Yeah, it looks like they're going Gaius and Radon here.
Yeah. Do you know why Gordon Ramsay doesn't like the DLC? Doesn't like the that area?
Is this a joke or is this a true fact?
It's a joke.
Okay.
You had to ruin. Now it's ruined because it's fucking raw.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Dom is like on his notebook, like, okay, never invite Parky back to
I have to ruin my joke by asking if it's a joke.
Well, I was curious if it was real. Maybe the guy had played the DLC and actually had strong feelings against it.
Yes. Dude, if Gordon Ramsay actually plays Elden Ring, that'd be crazy.
Get him in for a season.
Just him yelling at everybody. That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
That'd be a vibe.
Anyway, Bushy dying to the Virgin Abductors, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is looking really, really tough here for Bushy Stache. Again, they have to make the correct choices every single time. Right now, for Mitch, he's going to go for Gaius. Ag is already at Radon, so they're going to be getting Starscourge Radon Commander Gaius co-op square as well. So that's going to be 12-7. This puts Bushy Stache in a big pickle. Possibly kosher.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like Bushy's thinking, what do I do now? It looks like they're also contesting the Radon Gaia square. Obviously, they're a little behind, unfortunately. But I do wonder if they have a plan for after that. And I also wonder what Red Team's final square is going to be. I'm going to assume it's going to be in Cans. But maybe Mitch will hit us with that 2 Dancing Lion boss or something. Maybe he's extremely well practiced in Dancing Lions.
Yeah, he doesn't get an incantation here from Gaia. Sadly, that he only drops a sorcery, so he wouldn't have a head start on that per se. But he does already have Salsa down. That is already 1 incant. So we'll see if that's the next square that he's rushing. We do have Sweat at Gaius right now. We do have Bushy on his way to Radon. They are sadly way too far behind to contest this square at this point. Aggie here already fighting Radon as well. Going for a nice, huge stagger with the Falling Star Beast. And, doesn't get the riposte here, sadly. We'll have to wait out for the space program to finish. And Commander Gaius now as well, kicking Mitch in the face. Saying, hey, get off of my boar. I forgot what his name is. The boar has a name. I think Gaius is the boar. No, I don't know.
No, Gaius isn't the boar. The boar is not the commander.
I mean, you don't know. They do things differently in the lands between, all right?
Okay.
There it is, 12-7 now. Yeah, they're in deep shit. This is Quit Out not Quit Out Century, sorry. Quit Out Central right now. Get out of that fight. Oh, Jesus, that Mirror of Grace was a little too close, not going to lie. Skidoo Frag was going to be picked up here.
Bushy is committing, or sorry, well, okay, I was going to say, Bushy is committing to Radon because he needs the 2nd Great Rune. It looks like they are trying to get into Landel and grab those last base game squares here. But, I mean, I feel like surely they can assume... Actually, okay, yeah, I was going to say, surely they can assume that Incant will be the final square that Red Team picks up.
Yep.
It looks like V-Sweat is going to contest that.
He is going to contest it, but again, Mitch already has Salsa killed, and he is in Ancient Ruins of Rao already and going to be grabbing all of those juicy incants. Does it get into 7? I don't believe so, but it'll be close.
Is that square variable this season, or is it just 7 always?
It is a variable.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fun. It kind of confuses me sometimes because, like, when I saw the kill 1 boss of each, I just assumed there was lion in there, and then I looked later and I was like, wait, there's no lion in there. It's a little confusing, but I feel like that obviously is what the goal was. It makes for better viewing as a consumer of bingo.
Bless you.
That was a cough, Dom, but thanks anyway.
Oh, well, still applies.
All right, we got Aggie talking to this guy. Don't remember his name.
You don't know Gostock? What do you mean?
The gay. I don't know. I feel like I just forget things like that sometimes. And it doesn't say his name anywhere, right?
He definitely says his name.
No one actually talks to that guy. They just spam through it.
But yeah, it's Rao pickup here for Mitch. Now going to be grabbing that good ol' incant. Hey, you know what? I got some Keck W's and icans for that joke. I'll take it, chat. I'll take it. Thank you very much. Some dice cringes. You know what? That's fine.
I like that joke because I like that it's raw. Because I say raw ruins, but I know a lot of people say raw ruins.
Yeah.
But I think raw, and I always say raw ruins. So you just confirm that for me.
Let's go.
Well, you say raw ruins. Don't
I say
you?
Rao. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to say it.
No, it's raw.
It's not raw.
Rao isn't spelled A-U.
Yeah. Also,
That's
Bushy's
all.
sadly dying to Radon here on the very last hit.
Yeah, at the very last hit.
He does need capital access, so he has to redo this fight here. Aggie going for Godric now for his 2nd Great Rune. Just getting some capital access as well. If, however, Mitch does not get those incans. Sweat is really behind on those incans, sadly.
Yeah, it's tough that this square wasn't seen earlier. This would have been a good block.
Yep.
Or slash snipe, I guess.
I think them trying to contest the Star Scorcher Radon Commander guy square was a bit of an oopsie poopsie.
Yeah. Oh gosh, and Mitch gets cum bugged.
Unfortunate.
Actual names either. That's brutal. The pink versions especially. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
If you thought those bugs couldn't get any worse, they were like, no, here's the pink version.
Here are the ones that have been put into boiling hot water and they're now friggin' pink.
Yeah, brutal.
Like
what
lobsters. Kindred of Rot.
Kindred of Rot. Okay.
Not Kindred of Raw. Spinning Strikes are putting in a lot of work on Radon. He's going for the good old spin to win, as we like to say. Goes back into phase 2 here. Going to get some capital access. But Aggie already has DTS down. He already has the Grace. This is looking very bad for Bushy Stache. This weapon, having this weapon 15 minutes into the match is just not a good omen at all.
Yeah, it is. It is really crazy that Aggie caught up on capital access. I'm surprised. Bushy felt like he was so ahead on that with the remembrances.
Yeah. Could have been a big play, but I think not swapping weapons at all to anything better really screwed him over here.
Yeah. Well, there is Radon down.
Yeah, this is looking tough. But you know what? Possibly over here, just because this is probably the last incant that Mitch is grabbing. But you know what? There's another match here for Bushy Stache. They can bounce back. Easy bounce back. Easy bounce back.
Again, we have seen the curse of the doubleheader broken, so...
Yep.
So
Yep.
Bushy and V-Swed, it's definitely not looking hopeless or anything.
It looks like that Mitch...
I mean, it's not over till it's over. Maybe Mitch will skill issue grabbing the last incant or something.
Yeah, his hand just stopped working. My thumb!
Yeah, so I think, I mean, what do you think? Was there like a big moment in this game that solidified this? I mean, it's not over. They haven't won yet, obviously, but, you know, Monkey Business is obviously very ahead. What do you think there was anything specific that happened in this game that solidified that?
I think it was just the early game. They just Monkey Business just had a better early game. They were calling it. I think the Ancient Dragon Man loss kind of set the tone as well.
That was cool.
That was a couple of seconds snipe there. That definitely kind of set the tone, I think, for Monkey Business being like, okay, we have a threat now. Forcing 3 Everjail's jails onto Bushy Stache, that was a lot of time. All that time that they used on Everjails and jails could have been used on Commander Gaius and Star Scorcher Rodon, for example, you know?
Yeah, no, I think you're right, yeah. I do think that Bushy Stache had some really great ideas with the synergy of the Liurnia bosses, Everjails, capital access, all that good stuff. But yeah, I guess because they had to pivot and do some blocks and the DLC jails took a while, they did have to waste some time.
I'm really not sure what Bushy is going for here. He's currently in the tunnel? Why is he in here? He's gonna go. This is Reichard's tower, not Morgoth's.
Maybe is there like a pickup in here that would be nice to have?
What is happening? Oh, is he looking for the statue for the upgrades? I think he's looking for the statue. Interesting. Wait, where'd the Virgin Abductor go? Oh, here he broke it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
no.
Mitch dying to falling damage here, trying to get to those incants. Sweat is actually right behind him. Does Sweat have enough time to grab the other incants before Mitch does? There's no way.
You know what? If Sweat grabs this incant square,
That would be insane.
that would be insane. I would love to know what each of them are at. Dude, we should have some sort of mod that we can check inventories. I don't know.
That would be crazy.
Well, you got your map situation that reads their games. Maybe you can have an inventory situation.
I mean, but possibly. I just don't know what the hell to put that on screen. That's like the only thing.
Well, at least for us, because now if we knew exactly how many incants each of them had, that would be really cool.
Oh, that was it. That was actually the snipe.
That! Oh my! And you know what?
That's
1 second
funny.
ago, I said that Mitch might not grab the square, and you were like, "Okay, if Mitch loses his hand, sure." Look at that.
What if I sound like Goofy all of a sudden?
It's not over till it's over, chat.
I don't know.
And I'm extremely passionate about this because every time I say that, someone in the chat or Dom is like, "Parky, you're being kind of silly." No,
Gosh.
it's true. Look at that. How did V-Sweat even get that? What happened?
Well, Mitch falling to his death definitely gave Sweat enough time to catch up here.
But I can't believe he caught up. He felt like he was so much more behind.
Yeah, definitely.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh. So now what? Now, well, Aggie's already working on the shackle, actually.
Yeah,
They're still ahead. Aggie and Mitch are definitely still ahead.
they're
on
so
everything.
far ahead.
But I mean that incant square was pretty big for them. It gives them more of a chance to claw back into this.
Yeah, but already being literally in the sewers and where Bushy is still going from the outskirts to DTS is like 10 minutes.
Yeah, Dom, I know, but maybe.
I appreciate the hopefulness, but it's just this is a tall order, you know what I mean? And
It is a tall order, but stranger things have happened.
This is-
I
this
don't know.
is-
It could
it's a-
go, you know.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's not over till it's over, especially in this season. Like, I feel like sometimes I used to say that, and I kind of knew that maybe it did feel a little bit over. But, like, in this season especially, I really feel like it's more true.
It's definitely more volatile for sure. We're like, it can definitely
Yeah.
flip very quickly. I agree. But we see the progress. And we see those frogs and those pipes.
Yes, correct.
and those omens in the sewers. This is what I'm talking about with player knowledge. Aggie, the item is right there. Just pick it up. It's not. You don't have to fight this man. Just it's right there. The purple, and there it is.
Nice.
G's monkey business. 56 in 20 seconds.
Nice, monkey business. Nice.
That's a good match. That's a good match. It's just unfortunate. I was a little bummed not to see the two dancing lines we finally had on the board, and now we see
I would
it.
like that as well. Maybe we see it next game.
We see it a little bit on the V-Sweat screen, but not to its full potential, unfortunately. Also, I saw a thing, by the way, that like the actual body of dancing line, there is no torso.
What do you mean there's no torso?
Like the legs, there's just legs. There is no actual like head for the guys that are in the dancing lion. There's no bodies. It's just the legs and the arms. It's
I feel
really
like there's a belly. I feel like you see when he stands up.
well. That's what I mean though. Like this head is like okay. I guess torso is belly, but it's like there's no head
Well, where would the head fit anyway?
into the costume. I don't know. But anyways, GG's to monkey business.
GG's.
Moving to the post game here. Holy
My hair
schmoly.
gone. I didn't get a warning.
Oh, sorry. Post game screen here. And let's see. Let's go ahead and talk to our players. Holy schmoly. Bring them in, talk about the match, talk about the board, what just happened. Because
Weird
right
board.
now, what?
Weird board.
Very weird board. And I'm assuming they're going to feel the same way. We'll wait for them to pop in here. We'll ask them how they were feeling about that one. Pausing and champing. Champing and... Oh. Hey, there we go. Congrats, Monkey Business. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Currently a 3-0 record on the board here. Question, how did we feel about this board? Did it feel good? Did it feel awkward? Because the squares were kind of weird.
On the base game side, at least, there was a lot of collecting, a lot of rushable collecting squares, but then there wasn't a super obvious weapon choice, which was kind of interesting. So, like, at what point do you stop collecting and actually set up a weapon to get the other half of the squares?
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of liked it personally, but I don't think I would have liked it if we didn't get the early squares that we wanted.
Yeah. It did. I do feel like this is the type of board that I generally like, where it's like there's a lot of things you can do off the bat, but there's like nothing that's like, oh, this is the stupidly fast rush square that everyone goes for. It was like the fastest was 3 of each pot, which wasn't even like, you know, it is a rush, but it's not like one of those that's like a guaranteed everyone goes for it. Like, it's not your larval tears, your blessings of America, your stakes of America. What are the Mikola and crosses? That's it.
Yeah.
So I really liked that there was a lot of options for what to go for first, and a lot of things that were more like mid game, like the death mask helms or base game boss in the DLC. Things that it's like you could go for early, but like aren't necessarily like this is rush or like this is super late. So I think this is one of my more favorite boards that I've seen in an official match personally. But did let us steamroll, so maybe that's why I liked it.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Looking at this board, yeah, as you guys already mentioned, lots of early game rush here. What was the overall thought? It looked like that you guys were generally just pushing for majority because you didn't even contest at all any of the squares on column 1 after you got below the finger.
Yeah, so our thought process was just like set up a bunch of line threats, because once we got both pot squares and then he got ADM, like we saw, okay, Turtle Talisman pushes 3 lines at once, and then like we don't even have to pursue any of them necessarily. But yeah, I don't know. It just didn't seem a board where it was likely to actually get a line completed and just like needlessly risky when we already are up like 2 or 3 squares at that point.
Gotcha. Yeah, super fair. Makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and bring in those other players here, Bushy, Stache here as well, see what they have to say about the overall like mid to like late game transfer, early game to mid game transfer. I don't even think this is really much of a late game, to be honest. We didn't really get to see that for the most part. With 2 dancing lions on the board, how did we feel about that, by the way?
Horrible. I was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, please do not make me block their line with that square. I will. It would be awful.
Yeah. Welcome on in, Bushy, Stache. GG's, guys. GG's.
GG's, everyone.
GG's.
So we're talking a little bit about the board here. How did you guys feel about the board first seeing it? We said that there was a lot of like early rush, kind of weird board where there weren't like too many synergies, and there was a little bit like of trying to figure out exactly what the exact angle is here on this board.
Yeah, there wasn't really a right or wrong square to go for at first. There was, like I said, a lot of early rush squares, a lot of DLC rush squares, and combined squares that were pretty fast too. So, you know, I mean, I feel like maybe we should have. I mean, it's hard. Like I said, it's so hard to say which is the right one to go for in hindsight. Of course, it's like, yeah, we shouldn't have went for pots. We should have went for something else. But the reason I didn't want to do talismans early, because that was like another one we were thinking of, is, you know, there's like you rush it, but what does it get you? It doesn't really get you too much. Like Putrescent's down there, but I just didn't feel like that was the right one to go for. So we figured that pots would be contested, considering that there's, you know, 10 crack pots, 3 of each pots. That's like one of the few early game synergies that we saw on the board. So, you know, we went for it.
I'm surprised I beat you for it if you guys were going for it as well. I felt like I was a little too
had
greedy.
an incident at the start.
I mean, like, I literally started 20 seconds late because we were discussing in character selection screen, and I couldn't decide on starting class.
Okay.
Yeah, I think both of those squares would have flipped if I just started at the normal time.
yeah, that sucks.
But obviously, skill issue. But
ADM,
yeah,
go ahead, Bushy. My bad.
For what it's worth, I feel like base game had like I feel like I had a pretty decent idea of like synergistic plays for base game player. Like Liurnia had a lot of stuff. And because I started late, I grabbed Graces on the way to collect cracked pots, which works for bosses and the staves, obviously, which I ended up capitalizing on eventually.
Yeah.
And so I really didn't like hate what I was able to do early game, other than the fact that I just started late. And yeah, I mean that obviously flips the game and puts us in a rough spot right off the beginning.
Was there ever a decision to possibly change your weapon from the Spinning Strikes Halberd at all to a different weapon, or was there like no weapon at all that you saw that was really piquing your interest, I guess, for the rest of the match?
Yeah, at that point, like the rationale that was going through my head was like, okay, well, I got +8 halberd. Aggie's probably not going to do this check. And because I got it so early, I'm going to have like a little bit of a lead going early, and I that's like the advantage that I have. If I go to pivot into weapon, I have to do the same amount of setup that Aggie has, except he just has more squares than me. So like, yeah, it crossed my mind, and like if there was like a super nasty somber weapon at round table or something like that, like it probably would have been better. But like my rationale was like, well, the advantage that I've earned is through like fast weapon setup, so I better take advantage of it because I didn't get extra squares or extra progress or anything other than just fast weapon setup. So I feel like going for a different weapon would have just cost me more time than it would have been worth.
That's fair.
ADM was frustrating because I think I had like one of the longest character animation deaths that he had, and you took it from me, man. It was the long. Like I was like, this is mine. I'm hovering. He's like going down on one knee, praying to the gods, doing his own funeral. Then he died.
Go ahead on that too. Mitch catching up was like you blink and he somehow caught up. You were so ahead for so long. It is crazy that Mitch got that.
Yeah, I know, and I should have had him no heal, but I just messed up. I had such a clean fight, and then it was very, very close. That's how bingo goes at a high level. It's just, a couple seconds here and there.
Sweat had the Nagakiba.
Yeah, I went Rusted Anchor. I got that at Bonnie.
I never get to find that. I always wanted. That wasn't in the shop, right? That was in Bonnie. I tried. I don't know if anyone noticed on comms, but I tried to do that check and I almost died, so I skipped it. I don't know if anyone noticed that.
Yeah, he was like circling it, and he was like, ah.
Yeah, and then like I whiffed on me, dude. I was like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm out, dude. That's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, the Nagakiba's fine.
Mitch, do you know that weapon is a pierce weapon?
Yep. And that's why it's probably the best thing to find in that Great Axe check.
Yeah, that's
because in the DLC, Pierce is just better than others on basically everything except for the death stuff, right? It's really bad against Deathrite Bird. It's really bad against Ghost Flame Dragons, but it's really good against regular dragons. It's great against... I think Mesmer is a little weak to Pierce. I think Consort is weak to Pierce. Oh, okay, not Mesmer.
Lion, though. Not Lion.
Lion, yeah. There's like... Yeah, like half. Oh yeah, Rolan is very weak. Yeah, like half the bosses in the DLC are weakest to Pierce, so it's a very, very strong weapon.
Yeah, dude, I would have loved to have found that.
I didn't know that, huh? That's crazy.
Other than that, though, I mean, like, what cooked us, I think, the dagger. Like, sure, having a rough start's always rough, but the dagger was me doing jails. That took so much time in the middle.
Yep.
That was the dagger. 100%. The dagger.
We saw that and we were like, he can't contest me on the stuff that I was going for.
Question for you though, Mitch. Did you was your finger in south or top east? It was south. Okay, you were right, Bushy. Fair enough.
After I did ADM, I was like, I have access right there.
You had so much map.
Yeah.
I think that was like the one thing. I think that was like the one thing that really defined the match is that both Aggie and Mitch just overall just had way more map progression compared to you guys when it came to like just moving around on the board. They just had the space to be able to do that. And I think that's like there's like two squares that I think that kind of like solidified that, which was like the Liurnia 6 boss and Liurnia square, and then the Everjail square. Those are two like I think semi decent time sinks. for you guys that I think the Liurnia square was like not a bad choice at all, but I do think that just costs a lot of time to complete, and that in of itself like gives Aguila information of being like, okay, like I have, you know, a lot of map progression here or there that I can like utilize right now, and that just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the match too.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I feel like I went for the bosses in Liurnia to get the Renala's Great Rune, and then I was gonna go for Radon, and then I figured like all of that would put me ahead on capital progress because that was like what the whole end game was.
Yeah.
Which I think was true for a while until I started messing up my weapon setup. Because I probably like sunk, I don't know, like 5, 6, 7 minutes. While I'm assuming Aggie was running through Stormvale to get his second Great Rune.
That's what I did, yeah.
Yeah, and while I was messing up my weapon setup, I'm assuming he was able to catch up on the little bit of a lead that I had going into Capital.
Yeah, and in the mid game, I spent a ton of time just setting up Falling Star Beastjaw with +9.
Okay.
Which was quite a process because the requirements for that are ridiculous. So like I had to rely on Physic Flask and all that. But it like super paid off because like once the early game squares were gone, I was able to get that +9 and then just start knocking down things crazy fast.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense, especially with like the line that I chose because it's not like I was running around and doing like some of the easier, faster squares like Dragonkin and like not that BBK is easy, but it is fast.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like the fact that I took the line that I did that was more like late game synergistic was quite good for what you were doing.
Yeah, tough match here, but good showcase from both of you guys. GG's to get into Monkey Business for the win today. 3-0 current record here. Bushy, Stache, how are you guys feeling? Do you guys need 5 to 10 before you do your next match? A little bit of breather.
Sure, 5 minutes,
sure.
you know,
All right.
set everything up, you know, let the homies in chat go get some water, run to the bathroom, maybe
Get some snacks. I'll check in as well with
snacks,
the other players to see if they're ready.
Reset the brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Delete this board from your mind. It doesn't exist anymore.
I didn't hate the board. I mean, I didn't. Like,
I did
honestly,
like the board.
It wasn't the worst game. It's just it didn't play out in our.
Well, I
You know,
mean,
we
more
made a
like
couple
it's easy
mistakes.
to blend boards together when you play with multiple games.
Yeah,
in a
like
row,
back
at
to
least for
back.
me.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
the
yeah.
issue.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's like I'll be going for like a square that was on this board, but it's not on the
Yeah.
next one or
Yep,
something. I'll be like,
yep.
wait, you know.
Or you're like you're like, oh, I already have like 3 incants. Then you're like, oh wait, no, that was last time.
Yeah, that was last game. We were talking about that actually.
Well, you guys.
I'm
got
definitely
this?
guilty of doing that.
All right, looks like
but
we're
yeah.
going to try and start here in the next 15. Again, GG's to Monkey Business here for the win. We'll see you guys when we come back from TwitchCon here. So good luck to you guys on your next match in the future. And Bushy, Stache, we'll see you guys in about 15 to 20 minutes here after our quick break. And yeah, best of luck on that next match coming up here, all right?
Thank you, Domo.
GG's, guys. Thank you, Domo.
Bye, guys.
GG's.
All right, and with that, there is one more match for the day, which is going to be Bushy Stache versus Frogcarspin. They're going to get ready here. They just need a little bit of time to get set up, which is super fair. We're a little bit early on schedule right now. But yeah, what a match. What a match. Very, very interesting. This is like, I think one of the first matches where it just kind of just got out of control. I feel like that early game really kind of solidified the mid to late game, you know? Nothing you can really do about that.
Yeah, those games are kind of tough. I obviously this is good and this is how bingo goes, but I prefer to watch games that don't just snowball. I just feel like I like seeing more opportunities to catch up from either side, whatever. I hope we get that next game. Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
No, I agree. Having the post back and forth is always really nice. But let's go ahead. We'll be right back in about 15 to 20 minutes, chat. Sit back, relax, get some drinks, get some snacks. You know, and maybe post in chat who your favorite bosses right now in Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Just to throw a little bit of engagement out there. All right, we'll see you guys in a bit. Is this the right screen? It's not the right screen. Now it is. Paul. And welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the next match of the day. It's going to be Bushy Stache versus Frogcarspin. Welcome back, Parky. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Dom?
I am doing just fine. Doing the best I can.
Amazing.
But now is going to be very interesting match. Very important match, actually, because depending on who wins here, possibly solidifies top 4. Because they both have a 1-2 record. So whoever wins here is going to have a 2-2 and going to be kind of tight here with positive vibes here. So this is going to be kind of a defining match. It's going to be a very important match. But lots of pressure on both teams to make sure they get that, dub for their team.
Yeah, well, hopefully we get a board that doesn't favor anyone, doesn't give too much snowballing, gives the teams a chance to do some cooking, get to pull off some good planning. I would really like to see that.
Let's go ahead and move over and see if the players are ready here. Looks like they are. Oh my gosh. Of course, everyone has.
Everything is crazy, classic.
It's because I don't know what's up, but nowadays people be liking to stream in different resolutions, and it's messing with the whole operation. Like, it's crazy. Let's go ahead. We'll fix this real quick. Put that over there. Move that.
What are you guys excited to see? I mean, I'm going to see this in 5 minutes, but what do you guys want to see? What squares have you been missing? What squares do you want on the board? What bosses do you want to see them fight? I want to hear from you guys. What square would you like to see that doesn't even exist as a square? Maybe Dom will add it next season.
Nope, don't want to hear it. And with that, let's see if the players are good to go. This is going to be very interesting to see on how they're going to tackle this, because as again, a lot of pressure on this match between these two teams here to see who gets into top 4 and who most likely will not get into top 4. And I want to see a really strong board here. And by that, I mean a board that has a lot of knowledge checks, a board that has a lot of niche fights. I want to see fights that we don't see a lot and see how these players execute on those fights.
Maybe we get some Deathblight Lion this time?
Potentially. As they say nowadays. There we go. Players are set up here. I am ready to go. I'll give the thumbs up. And we should be able to start this match here. 10-second countdown and just in a bit here. And see if Bushy and V-Sweat can bounce back from that loss. But from Monkey Business.
They absolutely can. Honestly, in that post-game interview, they sounded pretty positive. They didn't sound too bummed or anything. So
yeah, I
think they got this. I think they can bounce back.
I agree. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this show on the road here. 10-second countdown.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What
awesome.
do we have here?
Parky knows her numbers, and center square, Somberstone Bell bearing 1 and 2.
Okay. Nice.
That's all you got.
I personally hate those 30 int, 30 faith. Just like get rid of all your rune squares. Maybe they can find a weapon that'll work with it, but those, I feel like that usually doesn't go well. Those squares.
Those
we
are
do
always
have
mean.
Dancing Lion, 2 Dancing Lion bosses as well. So our prayers were heard.
Let's go.
Let's see if there's any synergy with that, to see if there's even a reason to do those. We do have a 9 remembrances, which would work with that, I guess.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. I think the rush squares here are definitely going to be Red Wolf boss for the base game players on row 5 here. DLC players, we have larval tiers, 3 of them on that inner core square, column 2, row 4. That's going to be a big contested square early on here. Sweat and NPT are definitely going to be racing on that early game here. We also have Talia's Concoction on that row 1, and 3 statuses, 3 different statuses. Square. So I'm expecting some early rush here into what seems to be a bit of a mid game. We do have kill 6 Kaled bosses on the board here, and that is also again possibly a time sink square. So we'll see if people get forced into that. There is Restore Rodon's Great Rune, which is a bit of a lengthy one just because you have to go all the way up to the tower manually. But take Raya's Hand to Volcano Manor. That's a pretty quick one too here. Base game players looking at classes right now. Bloodhound Claws here for Bushy. I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. That's a good pick. for the Bree pick here. She's not sure just yet. Maybe doing a little bit of Googling on stat requirements. And seeing what feels good here. Looking at that, though,
DLC
too.
players, at least V-Sweat, I didn't catch if NPT did. I can't tell if it's nighttime in his game, but V-Sweat did switch it tonight, so it does look like he will be going for larval tiers.
Yeah.
This variable square is interesting because, yeah, 3 larval tiers very fast. When I played, this was 4, I believe, and 4 is just a little bit more out of the way, but 3 can be very, very fast.
Yeah, it can be incredibly fast. I mean, it's generally so fast that there is literally a route / specific time that you're supposed to be getting the square if you don't get stuck on anything. This is one of the squares. I want to say one of the most researched squares from the players. It's like, how fast can I get 3 larval tiers? What is the fastest way? What is the fastest movement? Killing 4 demi-human bosses, by the way, so there is a variable on this square as well. It's kill 3, 4, and all demi-human bosses. So this one has 4 this time around. We also have the variable kill a boss after inflicting statuses here. It's 3 or 4. So we get the 3 statuses this time around. Here we go, starting the match now. Both players, thankfully, starting at the same exact time. This time, Bushy not delayed at all, being in the Chapel of Anticipation with Bree here, and it looks like that Sweat is not contesting tiers.
Yep, and MPT is, I guess maybe Sweat is like, okay, you know what, this is just not worth my time. In case MPT does get it, it's annoying to have to waste that time. It's not like it's incredibly out of the way, but maybe he has some other plans cooking, which, I respect that.
I think this is very much an approach of like, hey, I'm going to be racing like 99% chance that I'm racing Tom on this square. How about I just let him waste his time getting tiers and think that I'm racing him and go get set up instead?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know if this is one of those situations, but I've seen a lot of practice with MPT, and he's got some clean lines.
Yeah.
And other players know I mean, everyone's got clean lines, but MPT sometimes has like random cleaner lines for some reason, maybe some other secret pathings or something, I don't know. And so, you know what? Maybe Sweat is like, I'd rather just save the peace in my mind and just go know that I have a different square while he's going to work on that. And that's fair enough. I mean, again, knowing your opponents is absolutely a valid strategy in bingo.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm going to see if Red Wolf is going to happen here for the base game players. They are currently just rushing towards the Church of LA here. That's for Bushy anyways. Looks like Bree is not taking that way. She's going to go for that Aguil Lake North situation. And while we have the time, we can talk a little bit about where things are on, you know it, the map. Map time. Here we go. So Red Wolf boss, I feel like everybody knows this at this point, but Red Wolf boss here is going to be in the big place, Raya Lucaria. That's like one of the squares that the players are probably going to go for here. When it comes to the Somberstone Bell Bearings, we have the good old tunnel here in Kayla. That's going to have the Falling Star Beast. It's going to drop the first Somberstone Bell Bearing. The second one, however, going to be here in Altus. Going to be right over here. So these, my hands right over here. So these are going to be possible, I would say, early-ish squares from the players. I would expect these to happen semi-soon. When it comes to the DLC players here, where the hell are they? Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Now we're in the DLC.
Nice.
For them,
Cool.
we'll see, like, there really isn't too much. We have the Sleep Pot Troll. For people that don't know what the Sleep Pot Troll is, there is a Sleep Pot Troll guy right here that throws sleeping pots at you. He's standing next to a bunch of jars. So this is pretty far into the south here. We have Tom still running for those larval tiers. Should be marking that square very soon here, currently in Prospect Town, while Sweat's getting set up here. Going to be doing TLA skip in just a moment, going to Fort Reprimand. And the question now is he doing TLA's concoction first, or is he going to drop down? That's going to be the big giveaway. But yeah, there it is. There's that mark. Moving on over. Larval tiers from Tom. Thanks for joining me on Map Time, chat.
Yay. Map time is actually really good, and I think we can get some inventory time as well one day.
So one of these days we'll get some inventory time. It should be possible. It might take a little bit, but it should be possible. Let's see here though. Looks like a setup from Bushy. Gonna go to the graveyard here just to grab some money potentially, just to be able to actually will his weapon. He's probably off by like a level or two, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna to ask about the sleep patrol. So that's the only one in this game, right? The one down there.
Correct. Yeah, that's the only one that's like
I
throwing.
mixed it up with Night Rain, because Night Rain's got like 100 of those guys.
Oh,
I guess it's
yeah.
not sleep pots though, but yeah. So that guy is super out of the way, right? I wonder, is there much more synergy? What's interesting about this board to me is we have 9 different remembrances, but we don't have that many remembrances on the board that are convenient. We do have Radon, we have Rykard and Mesmer, obviously those are relatively convenient, kind of. But we also have Midra, and we also have Sleep Patrol, which is kind of on the way to Putrescent Night. I don't know if they would ever go for that. Like, it's just, I'm really curious to see what they're going to end up picking for remembrances. I mean, we have Skadutri Avatar as well, but you do have to get 9. So I'm going to be curious to see, are they going to go for Midra, or is Midra going to be hopefully, I mean, maybe hopefully to them, one of the squares that no one's going to get by the end, and it's just too long, and doesn't really go with anything else, so why would I go for that? So I am curious to see how that's gonna go.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really tough here, but we're not going to bump into that just yet. We did see Dragon Scale Blade here for Tom, though, as the Katana check. That's a really big weapon here, Dragon Scale Blade. I don't know if Swed did that check just yet, but that's definitely a weapon that Tom is going to be running. And it looks like that Bushy is going to be setting up Smithing Stone 16 here, as Bree is rushing actually complete 2 tunnels or precipice dungeons. So they're looking at possibly here for Frogcarspin the diagonal, but that's immediately going to be blocked out by Bushy if he's focusing on that plus 16 Bloodhound Claws. Looks like that he is going towards Kayla. I'm going to be going for those Smithing 4s on that chair. And here we are, the first fighter ready for Bree. The good old Stone Digger Troll just hanging out, taking a nap. Or just, I don't know, lunch break.
Lunch break.
He's just sitting there. You know, it's been a hard day at construction.
Yeah, they probably get lonely in this little room.
His wife made a bologna sandwich. He's gonna have that with some carrots. Those small
carrots and bologna sandwich.
That's good. That's the classic. That's like, I don't know. That's
the classic what?
Like construction worker food. I feel like, I don't know.
Really? Chat, any construction workers, have you guys ever had a bologna sandwich and carrots? I feel like no one ever.
Okay, genuinely, construction workers, pastrami sandwiches. Like, that's like 100%. That is 100% a sandwich that those guys are eating. And here we are, the second tunnel ready from Bree, by the way, jumping down into the Weeping like gulf here, going for that second tunnel already after being that first Stone Digger Troll. So she's definitely just completely hyper-focusing on that. She's going to be a little bit behind on prep, but she's going to go ahead and actually create a lot of pressure for her team here with that bottom left corner square. And there it is, Drink Toyo's concoction for V-Sweat here. That's huge. Nice. And also not popping it exactly in front of TLEA, but popping it at Fort Reprimand, kind of buying himself some time first, getting some map progression before he actually drinks it, because he knows he had time based on Tom's larval tier pickup.
Yeah, which is a good decision. Hiding progress is always good if you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we seeing him? I can't see because of the board. Are we seeing him buy status effects here or talismans?
I think he is buying status effects here. He also has the Dragon Scale Blade, so he did actually pick that up. Here we have it, first tunnel now, or second tunnel for Bree, sorry, on the Scaly Misbegotten. And Bushy are going to be grabbing the Rot Grease and grabbing Smithing 5s here in the Celia Crystal Tunnel.
Yeah, I wonder what. Oh, that was fast fight. Oh, I love those claws.
Yeah,
I love those fast. Like I mean, there's the reach is obviously small, but those small like dagger type weapons or claws, those are always my favorite. I will always pick those.
Yeah, Bloodhound Claws are really fun to use. They're very fun to use. And yeah, so after that square mark, this definitely tells Bushy like, oh my god, he's about to die. This definitely tells Bushy like, hey, okay, I got time. Like I have time to go for this plus 16. I've been prepping for that the whole time. So go grab some Smithing 5s here, and then honestly, maybe he might do Falling Star Beast here, because there is kill all Falling Star Beasts, because he does have that Rot Grease. I do find that may be a little risky and maybe not as worth it because tunnels is already off the board. But we'll see. I think upgrading here would be better.
Bushy is like, me when I got time. Yeah, I got time.
Yeah, truly.
You know what, Dom? I thought that I was the only one in the world who made that joke, by the way.
Well, you actually know the Incredibles meme?
Yeah, I know and no one else knows the Incredibles meme.
That's crazy.
And I taught it to my chat recently. I was like, chat, I'm tired of you guys not knowing this. I'm gonna teach you this meme. And they're like, oh, Dom also says that meme.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that meme is so good.
That's such a good meme. It's such a good one. Yeah, the Falling Star Beast here now for Bushy using that Rot Grease, and we have status as well here from Swed, going for the good old status stick here, having poison
Status
on there
stick,
first, and then has Rot as well on his status bar, and then I'm assuming he's going to use the Dragon Scale Blade for Frost. And yeah, it looks like Tom's going for the same thing, but Swed is a little bit ahead currently.
Yeah, barely. I mean, he's a little bit ahead, but.
Yep, Flamberge here actually from Tom, using that for his Rot and for his Bleed, and then has the Frost Grease in the back pocket here. Yeah, okay, Tom is jumping ahead here already because he just is not going to be relying on the weapon swapping here. He already has all 3 statuses on 1 weapon, so he is really much in the lead now.
Oh. Yeah, really much in the lead.
Really much, very much. Much lead, much pog, and oh my god, this Falling Star Beast is actually dying a lot quicker than I expected, not gonna lie. Okay, no more healing here from Bushy, but that Rot proc is taken away. There it is. And something 7s actually, so maybe that was part of the plan after all here for Bushy. Bree here grabbing what seems to be Raya's hand, prepping for that in Altus Plateau. Doing a lot of the rush squares.
Yeah, and there's MPT with that kill. That was
wow.
A very
Yeah, very much the smarter play was putting a lot of emphasis on that Flamberge. There's another square here from Bree now, taking Raya's hand, Volcano Manor. So this is very much a big lead. Again, this is a bit of a deja vu compared to last match where the red team or the opposing team to Bushy Stache here is really taking away all those early game squares and setting the tone right now for the early game and possibly for the mid game. But Bushy here is prepped, did not get sniped on anything, and if anything is going to have a really strong weapon compared to Bree and can start hammering away on all of those mid squares, including Red Wolf Boss.
Yeah, I feel like the plans here are definitely cooking. Like, I think the players are locked in this game. I mean, they're not to say they're not always locked in, but are you laughing at the chat?
Yeah, sorry. I'm seeing the construction works or comments.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me. Plus 16 here for Bushy.
Yeah, good plus 16 weapon. That's nice to have. We got
That's a huge block too.
Board, so
yeah,
it's a great call.
Very, very nice. Bree here is going to be grabbing some of the stones too. Oh, sorry, what were you gonna say?
Just like having that weapon set up is it's great.
Yeah, and it being Bloodhound Claws too. That's really, really nice. Very, very huge. Okay, Rolana potentially here from Tom, or maybe going for the imbued sword key. I'm really not sure. They may be looking at column 2 here. Oh, okay, I see exactly what Tom's going for. He's looking at the imbued sword key, upgrade a Remembrance boss to max. He might be doing a really early Rolana here, and they might be looking to force a really quick column 2, as Bree currently is grabbing Smithing Forest and is going straight towards the Radon teleporter.
Yeah. So in terms of the imbued sword keys, one of them is in the DLC, if that's correct, and then
correct.
The 3 are in the base game. Okay, so Bree's got to take some time. I don't think she has a single one yet. She has to find some time after this Radon fight, I assume, to go grab those. But yeah, you're right. This could be a very sneaky and a very quick line.
I think for a lot of DLC players here, upgrade a Remembrance boss or Remembrance weapon to max has been turning more and more into a rush square, and I think they have to really realize that this is not a long-term thing anymore. It used to be and how it was played, it was very much like, oh, I'm going to take my time and set up and everything. And lately, it's been very much like, I would say heavily pushed by Tom, to be fair, is early Rolana, early upgrade. If that's on the board and there's like a little bit of synergy, I will force that because it always catches people off guard. And this might happen again in this match.
So, I mean, you're saying that expecting it to be a somber weapon, right? So what if we get Gaius' weapon?
I mean, that's fine too. It doesn't really matter what it is because like Gaius' weapon's still a remembrance weapon. So as
but it's a little harder to upgrade, no?
No, they're both the same. If anything, actually, I think Gaius' weapon would be a little bit easier because you can just grab the smithing 25, whereas the somber 10, you have to actually go fight a dragon to be able to get that. So that would technically be easier. We have Black Knight Garu here, actually, from V-Swed. Kill 3 bosses with Knight in their name is also square. I completely did not say that. Row 2, column 1. We have 3 bosses with Knight in their name. Rolana is a Knight. Garu is a Knight. So they're both possibly racing on Knight bosses here. But Tom here going for the earlier Rolana first, and then going to be going for possibly Garu right afterwards.
Yeah, this Garu boss is so weird. That tongue thing is so bizarre.
Yeah. It is interesting because in this fight, honestly, just keep hitting the shield. There it is, Somberstone Bell Bearings here for Bushy now. Huge pickup as he did that Falling Star Beast, which was a tunnel, and gave him upgrades. He's really putting a lot of squares together here, and that's really nice to see some nice combo happening.
Yeah, Bushy's really, I mean, they haven't really been doing many combo squares or anything, but Bushy's kind of got his own thing going here with a lot of synergy with other squares.
Yep.
It's looking nice so far.
Sweat here dealing with a not so nice Garu. Currently going for a backstab. A nice riposte here again on Rolana. Tom, you're having a really nice early Rolana fight here. Really not struggling at all, which is surprising for such an early Rolana. She can be very mean early on.
Yeah, she can absolutely be horrible early on, but I mean, okay, let me not curse this fight.
And there it is. Rolana is down for Tom. Very nice. That's a lot of money too.
Was that like almost hitless?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
It looked like it.
But Sweat now is also going for Rolana.
Yeah.
Right
and
after
this
Garu.
This is going to be his 3rd night, and also Tom is also looking at a 3rd night boss. So they are currently racing on that. And if Tom gets that, actually, yeah, that's good. That's going to activate the column 1 a little more.
Yep. Oh, no. Sweat is going to die to fall. Why? Sweat? Damn it.
What do you mean, why? He didn't do it on purpose.
No, he's doing it to spite me. All right, that's imagine.
Yeah, so
that's
like, you know what? I don't care about my record. I know Dom is watching.
That'd be crazy.
He's that kind of guy.
It's just that kind of guy.
But is known to be extremely petty and spiteful.
Bushy here grabbing the Academy key. Yep, and going to go for that Red Wolf here. But it looks like that actually Bree is ahead now. Bushy had so much time. And it's not even going for a Red Wolf, but it's going for a Grace now? Possibly going to be missing out on the square that was supposed to be his. He's going to be a little bit behind here. At least 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Tom having a little bit of difficulty here with Garu, actually. Sweat here currently in the... Castle Chambers? Is that the Grace?
Castle Chambers.
Yeah, see, I know that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Sweat gets a very fast fight here, he could snipe this. I really don't know.
Yeah, it really depends on how Garu's behaving for Tom. Right now, he's blocking a lot of attacks here. Tom is getting a nice backstab, though. We'll see what the damage is like here for Sweat. Really not bad. It is yellow damage. It's just going to be, do you get a good Rolana fight?
Yeah, and he obviously knows this fight very well. It's just like, it's hard to contest this against Tom's already almost dead Garu.
Yeah, this is very much looking like a square for Tom here. It's going to be kind of tough for Sweat being like, okay, I just got sniped again. He already got sniped on the statuses. So getting sniped again on night bosses here is going to be really tough. And that's a little bit of a weapon difference for sure. Nice stagger here, though, from Swed. There it is, 3 night bosses.
There's that. I do expect him to finish this off just for the 9 Remembrance Square, and I'm not sure if he's gonna contest the upgrade Remembrance Weapon to max, seeing that he knows that Tom probably got Rolana here.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm really not sure. I mean, it would be a nice pickup, though. It would be a nice block, and it would progress their row 3, potentially.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a potential.
Oh, no.
The unfortunate thing of Swed running just a little too early and Rolana doing her blue attack instead of her red attack on transition.
That honestly, that's not as consistent as people say it is.
It's so
drives me
annoying.
Crazy.
When it backfires, it sucks.
Yeah, and it does that all the time.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm kind of looking at this row 3 with Misbegotten Crusader as well. Misbegotten Crusader I feel like would be a good get because it'll block off that column 1. I mean, it's still early, and obviously he's kind of a tanky guy, and the Bushy doesn't have much health. But I feel like that would maybe be a decent call.
Could be. Bushy here making his way towards Red Wolf, but Bree is already in the fight. Bushy here at least 20 seconds behind. Bree currently already has 2 attacks on the Red Wolf. Not getting the best RNG, though. Currently just waiting attacks out because she doesn't have a lot of health. Neither does Bushy, but Bushy does have a plus 16. Something that Bree does not have. I think she has a plus 9? Maybe?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's see the damage difference. Oh my Jesus Christ. Bushy has way more damage. He's already caught up and passed Bree.
Wow, yeah, and she did almost die. You know what? I'm not gonna curse her or anything, but like this Red Wolf can really just go downhill so fast.
Yeah, look at that huge damage.
Wow, that damage is insane. And there we're seeing the power of investing the time into any sort of weapon upgrade square. It really tends to be worth it.
There it is. Red Wolf, now that column 3 looking really nice here. Swed going downstairs, kill the sleep patrol. I think is exactly what Tom's looking at too, to be honest, because he is going downstairs right now into Elac River, taking a nice little boat trip. Safari, if you will.
Yeah, wow. And then we get that 4 demi-human, so obviously Mariga is very near to that as well.
Correct. Yeah.
We got Mariga, we got a bunch of them. We were talking about the names yesterday, don't remember them all. We got Mariga, we got Maggie, we got Margie, we got
Margie.
whatever. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Margot and then Gillica.
Okay.
Gillica, if you will.
It's not I don't think any of those are quite long to get to either.
Yeah, it's not too crazy. This is definitely going to be a block from Tom, unless he has some weird incident with the sleep patrol, which I don't even see happening. But Swed is behind him just a little bit, not too far behind. And Bushy here currently now also going to Volcano Manor, it looks like. Oh no, he's going for the demi-humans. Okay, he's going for Gillica here.
Yeah, that's a good call to get going on that square. Whether or not they get the sleep pot, I mean, they still need to block off row 4. So it's a good call for him to get working on this.
Yep, and it's going to be really useful as well because this is also a ritual sword talisman check. So he does get the 10% damage buff as well, which is really nice. There it is. Really quick kill. Claw's putting in a lot of work.
Did Bree die to Red Wolf? Or is she doing this run?
Oh, yeah, she might have. We might have missed that.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we actually missed that. She is going to go back into the Red Wolf fight. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Red Wolf, people laugh when I say he can really get out of hand, but he really can get out of hand, especially with a small health bar.
The high mobility bosses are always the ones that kind of catch you off guard.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Sleep patrol. Swed is definitely a good chunk behind here. Tom kind of really far ahead, charging up his charged R2s on this troll here. Gets the first stagger already. Going to try and maybe go for a riposte at the head. Never mind dinking off of the floor. Classic dinkage. There it is again. A little bit of dink. That damage do not stink. Actually pretty good. Halfway on that troll. Gets another stagger. Jesus.
Nice.
Could go for the riposte here. Dinks again. Dinks again.
This is such an annoying place to fight.
Apparently. Yeah, Sleep Troll here is going to fall for Team Frogcarspin. That's going to be a nice block on that column 3. But again, nice thing here from Bushy Stache is really creating that pressure to where they had to respond to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and MPT had to just go down there for no other reason, really.
Swed is going back to the coast here. Maybe going to be grabbing Demi-Human Mariga. Not sure. No, he's going to go in reverse. Now going to go for Lightning Ram? No. What is he doing? He's spinning in a circle.
Lightning Ram is not even on the board.
Yeah, that's why. Well, he was going in that direction. That's like the only thing that's like over there.
He just wants to fight the Lightning Ram for fun.
You know, take his anger out. You know.
Yeah,
he's going for Mariga.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, we got Team Red working on the imbued sword keys.
Red.
So, Team Red is they're about to mark that square, or at least soonish. Actually, maybe not. Maybe that's their first one. Whatever. They'll mark it soonish, and then I'm curious how Team Red is going to respond to that. If they are going to try and get that remembrance weapon to max. Swed did not end up killing Rolana, so they don't really have a remembrance weapon to work with yet.
Yeah.
But that might be looking like a scary line soon enough.
Sorry about that, chat. That might have pierced your ears there. I was swapping tracks. Redmond Castle here. Okay, so they're going back to their plan A, which is column 2 there after that Sleep Pot Troll block. And it looks like that Bushy Stache are still committing to the Demi-Human Bosses Square, because, yeah, that row 4 is still a problem if they would be going for that.
It is a problem. I wouldn't say, like, Caleb Bosses and 9 non-merchant bell bearings is extremely fast. I would kind of imagine that's not the biggest priority now that's been
I agree.
blocked.
Yeah.
But maybe they just want to finish it off.
I agree. I'm not sure. Really not sure here. Swed going to be taking care of Demi-Human Mariga, however. And then Bushy here currently at the other Demi-Human Queen in Mount Gelmir. Never mind. Oh
no, Swed.
Swed's just having a day. Swed's just having a day.
Yeah. I mean, again, they did have that double header. Maybe it's kind of the exhaustion is getting to them, which is totally valid.
They're tough.
It is tough, yeah.
Here we go, though. Bree now getting ready for the festival. Getting ready to have her Radon baseball cards signed. Well, Tom going with the backside Shadow Keep.
What might we be looking at with that? I mean, we got the Dancing Lion, we got the Mesmer, we got Skidoo Tree. Yeah, okay.
Just sound like it gave up mid-thought. All right.
Well,
okay.
There's reason to go back there.
It is good to have regardless. Yeah, Falling Star Beast here from Bushy now. Okay, so he's not actually focusing on Demi-Human Queens anymore. He has the Graces just in case, but he's like, hey, let's not go for that right now. Let's go for Falling Star Beasts. And he's going to be grabbing this one. This one maybe is also giving him some stones that he needs to upgrade his weapon even further, I think is maybe what he's thinking. Let me go for this one. This will be my second one, but also I get to upgrade my claws a little bit more.
Yeah, I wonder if they might be looking at a row 1 at all. Maybe they're just trying to get that going just in case, because that is a bingo that is still open to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bree's obviously fighting Radon here, but maybe Team Blue is thinking, well, we gotta try for a line, so this is one that we can.
Yeah, look at that damage from the claws. Holy. And it looks like Tom is getting ready to go for upgraded remnants weapon to max here. Going to go for this Ghost Flame Dragon that drops a Somber 10 once it's killed.
which is a great decision. Dragon is on the board. So.
And we do have Midra on the board, I just noticed. My favorite boss fight. I have yet to see it this season, but maybe today's the day.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they're gonna leave that to the end. There's not really a big reason other. It would be cool to get that as a 9th remembrance and get a duo square with that.
It's not over until it's over. I'm going to believe that Midra is going to happen.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
There it is, the
Maybe
Falling Star
a
Beast pickup.
Light line will also happen.
Yeah. And we'll see. We'll see. Some nice smithing 6s here, actually. So, yeah, Falling Star Beast for Bushy did give him a lot of smithing 6s that he's able to upgrade his weapon to possibly, I think, plus 20 even at this rate. So, really nice upgrade, actually, here for Bushy. And now let's see, is Bree going to rush Radahn's Great Rune, or is she going to go for Imbued Sword Keys first, prep that a little bit, and then go for Radahn's Great Rune?
Yeah, she might just get a Grace that's a bit closer to that tower. Just to have some progress on that square.
Yeah. This is looking a little tough, I'm not going to lie, because if Bree just commits to the Radahn Great Rune, Tom is not going to contest it at all and upgrade. And then it goes all the way down to Imbued Sword Keys. And that is a race that either team could win. Oh, and it looks like Bushy is going to go for the... Oh, my God. He's going to go for the Imbued Sword Key here. Okay. I like this. Because what this does... Check it. That will open the diagonal. Top left, bottom right.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. You're right. Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's the most amazing line, but yeah, it does have that going for them, for sure. We will see two dancing lions, which is kind of fun. Something to point out here, though, Bree has not marked in, like, 20 minutes. So I wonder if Team Blue is thinking, what the hell is Bree working on here? Because she hasn't even been... Oh, I mean, to be fair, she got sniped on Red Wolf. But, like, nothing else really. Like, she's just been kind of cooking some progress on some other squares.
Yeah, very nice pickup here from both teams. Again, that Imbued Sword Key could really be a nice little saving point for Bushy Stache to try and get back into the game, create maybe some pressure on the board, and force maybe 2 dancing lions onto the enemy team, or doing it themselves. And also, it just like going for that diagonal will block out most of the bingos to where they should be able to force a majority game, potentially. And with Bushy having a stronger weapon, this is maybe best case scenario.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually looking okay. It looks like Team Bushy Stache is making some good decisions with some of these pivots.
There it is. Upgraded Remembrance Weapon to max is on the board. They're probably going to be like, yep, kind of expected that. Tom here upgrading the Radahn Sword of Light, I believe is what that one was. Yeah, now it just comes down to, okay, what is Tom going to work on? Okay, both Tom and Sweat are in the same area. Looking at maybe a Skidoo Tree Avatar, as it does play into acquire 9 different remembrances.
Yeah.
That could be the only reason that they're back here, I think. Also, I guess getting access to Falling Star Beast, because that is in the hinterlands.
Yeah.
And Mesmer. There is Rykard and Mesmer. So, yeah. There's stuff. Like you mentioned, there's stuff. There's things.
Yeah. You have the same reaction that I did.
there's things. There's stuff.
You know what I noticed? Then there hasn't been many pivoting, at least from what I've seen. Like,
yeah.
There's been snipes, but there hasn't really been any, like... Oh, this person is obviously going for this. Oh, never mind. For no reason that we can really tell easily, they are pivoting right now. And yeah, that used to happen a lot more.
I think a lot of this season is very much like just having good team communication and committing to squares. I think that seems to be the trademark for this season. It's so interesting to me that I've been doing this for 5 seasons now, and every season it just changes. where like it's like one season's like, oh, it's the bluff. That was like the big move is bluffing, and there it is. By the way, that Restore Radon's great rune for Team Frogcarspin, and I guarantee you, Team Bushy Stache is like, thank God did we not go for that. But yeah, every season it has like a new thing where it's like, oh, you know, the bluff was big in season 2. It's like, dude, you bluff a line? What are you, crazy? That's like that's crazy. And then in season 3 it's like, oh, the double bluff. It's like, holy shit, I'm bluffing the bluff right now. And then again, season 4 going back to being like, oh, I will bluff, but only sometimes. It was like this weird like coy bluffing, you know what I mean? It's like, and now it's just like I have to commit, otherwise we lose. It's just so interesting how it keeps changing. It's so cool to see.
It really is. The mind games are brutal. Like, dude, chatters, if you guys have never played a game of bingo, especially not a more advanced game of bingo, the mind games of that is so stressful. You know, like you really just be playing yourself at some point. Like they get in, like the other opponents can like get in your mind, and you're like, should I be pivoting? Should I be doing this? Are they bluffing? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's tough sometimes. It turns into genuinely like fully a guessing game, and Bushy here currently grabbing his, I think, second imbued sword key, so he's definitely currently ahead compared to Bree on this imbued sword key square. And Tom currently in the storehouse now, going to possibly going back to Skadutri Avatar. No, he's going back to the Castle Lord's Chamber. Okay, it was Castle Lord's Chamber, not Castle Chambers. Damn it.
Does Sweat have his imbued key? He didn't get it.
Oh, wow, there it is. Yeah, no, he did get it. He did get it. There it is. 4 imbued sword keys blocked. And there we go. Now we have ourselves a match. 8-5 currently for Frogcarspin, 3 squares ahead. And yet, that diagonal, I like it.
I like it too, but again, I mean, it's not like 9 remembrances is extremely fast.
Yeah.
So it's not like they can just like get that one real quick.
Oh, I agree, yeah.
And I think Team Red does have advantage on that already by 2. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe something happens.
I'm expecting.
It's definitely not like a for sure thing though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm expecting Misbegotten Crusader, to be honest, from Bree here at some point. And Bushy here looking like he's currently going towards the tunnel. He loves going into this tunnel.
He does. I don't. Maybe it's a knowledge gap for me because I didn't play recently. But is there something in this tunnel to be picked up that I'm not familiar with?
Well, he already has all the stones that I can think of. So I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, bell bearing. Duh. Non-merchant bell bearing. It's a freaking.
That's right. I think we just got confused because he was here last game too.
Yeah.
And we couldn't figure it out. That's right. Yeah, that's an obvious one for sure.
Okay, Sweat and Tom are currently going through Ancient Round just a bit. Oh, what the hell? Marked 30 in, then unmarked it. Oh, she. There we go, and remarked it there. She has the thing that when she marks, apparently it unmarks. It happened like yesterday too, I believe, and it looks like she's very upset about that, which makes sense. She's like, hey, I marked it, and it unmarks on her own. She's probably using the new numpad feature upon the bingo board, and maybe has some weird like double input or something.
Oh, that's annoying. Well, she got the square. It's valid, so we're good to go.
Yeah. Didn't lose anything there, which is nice.
Let's check in with everyone. What are we all working on now? We got V-Sweat and Raw Ruins, maybe going for those dancing lions. If I'm not mistaken, which I think I'm not. We got also Tom and Raw Ruins probably also going to contest that because both of them need it for their respective lines, the top left diagonal and column 1. We got Bree going for Kaled bosses, which is also in that column 1. And we got Bushy, who is
grabbing a stone sword key right now, maybe looking to
maybe he's just gonna start cooking remembrances while Swed is getting those, you know, the dancing lion. That's not a remembrance, and well, actually, he's not going towards Godric.
I'm not sure what he's trying to do right now. I think he's still focusing on possible bell bearings here. Bree working on Kaled bosses. Right. Pumpkinhead duo is down right now. Looking at those 6 Kaled boss potentially. So still looking at that column 1.
Yeah, I mean that's a great line, and honestly, if Tom gets this 2 Dancing Lions square, that's gonna be a big get.
Going head to head and killing Bernie here, so he can go fight the bell bearing hunter that drops a bell bearing as well. Bernie's bell bearing obviously does not count towards the square, but the bell bearing hunters does. So they are looking at that diagonal. This might be a race on killing 2 Dancing Lions from the DLC players. That'll be really interesting to see.
Yeah, getting a 2 Dancing Lion race after last game, we were hoping that someone would do it, is crazy. It's a crazy turn of events. I mean, it might also look like a 9 different, like it might potentially end up being a 9 different remembrance race. Oh wow.
Potentially.
Yeah, if Team Blue can solidify the rest of the squares in that line, which would be crazy. 9 different remembrance race would be crazy.
All right, we have at least 3 here. 4, apparently. I don't know if it's 4 because Bernie's doesn't count. I hope he doesn't think that that counts. But he has Somberstone Bell Bearings 1 and 2. He does have that. And then... Okay, no, he has 4. He does have 4 because he just grabbed the one from the 1 tunnel, the other bell bearing, and then he just killed the bell bearing hunter. Erdtree Avatar here from Bree, by the way. Okay, so she's going for just like full Kaled bosses. She's like, you know what, if I'm going to do this, let me go for the big ones for some money as well. Makes sense. Does take a little bit longer, but maybe isn't the worst idea. It is a little scary to invest this much time into this square.
She needs money though because of her 30 int investment, I think. So that's probably what she's doing here. They're gonna be doing a lot of killing, so she probably wants some extra levels here into useful stats.
Nice pickup, nice pickup. We're seeing the good old Muriel. Yo, that's a big dog.
That's a big dog. Yep.
Big dog. With a nice hat. And Sweat here going to be grabbing some upgrades real quick for his Dragon Scale Blade. And Tom currently also getting that 1 gray setup that Sweat has set up for Dancing Lion here, the Deathblight Dancing Lion. So this is going to be really interesting, is like, who's going to commit to the double Dancing Lion first?
Yeah. Oh god. I wonder how much the players have practiced the Deathblight Dancing Lion, because it seems like there's 1 square where that's important, and that's it. So I wonder if they've been practicing him. It'd be kind of like, oh god, I have to put all this practice into this horrible boss. Maybe he's not that bad, but just not an amazing boss, just for 1 square that he might be on. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see how close they are. Again, I've not ever even seen this fight. I don't know how bad the Deathblight phase is. Maybe it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Are we seeing Bushy having some trouble spawning in that bell-bearing hunter?
This one's always weird.
It is weird, and I feel like it's been 5 seasons, and we're still not like 100% consistent on the summoning of it.
Yeah, nobody knows really how to do it. And somebody's like, oh, you just have to do a little bit of this text, a little bit of that text. Like, well, I did do that text. Well, it worked for me. It's like, well, it didn't work for me.
We'll set the grace 3 times. And
yeah.
As someone who's had a bell-bearing hunter race with this guy, oh my gosh, it's so stressful.
So annoying. Nice bell bearing fight though here from Bushy, grabbing another bell bearing for his team. And we have Dancing Lion, Deathblight Dancing Lion here from Swed. He is committing to it. They are looking at possibly blocking that column 1 with Dancing Lions, and also they're going to work towards those bell bearings. This is crazy. This is crazy cool.
Great idea. I like that play.
I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. And I'm assuming Tom's thinking like, hey, there's no way that he's going to do this right now.
You know what? It's been a long time. Oh my god, the last, am I wrong about this? The last thing that VSWED marked 7 minutes into the game was Tierlier's concoction. So they have no idea what Sweat has been working on. They know he has an imbued sword key, but that's it. That's crazy, and that's really stressful for the other team to have literally no idea what V-Sweat is doing. They might assume he's killed Rolana, I guess. Because
Careful! Death Blight! Wow!
He got out of that. That's crazy. Good
One tick away here. He's got to be careful, though. He's low health and high Death Blight.
Oh, no. Wow. Okay, I do see that Death Blight phase now. I do see that.
Yeah. Yeah, I has to be careful here.
Oh my gosh, I like when players get mad, and I actually do this too, not in bingo, just like in my stream. Like when something happens that pisses you off, just take a sip of whatever drink is on your desk.
Oh, yeah.
Calm down a little.
Yeah, I think that's a very common, like, D-tilt kind of thing. Just to, like, comfort yourself. It's like, here, have some juice. You like, feel a little better.
Yeah.
Have a bologna and carrot.
And carrot, yeah, amazing.
Lunch. Falling Star Beast is going to be dying here for Bree right now. This is going to be our first Falling Star Beast, I believe. Misses the jumping R2 here. And again, Bushy really going to town with these Bell Bearing Hunters. It's going to be his third Bell Bearing Hunter. It's going to be his possibly sixth Bell Bearing. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it does 1 damage.
To you if you jump it?
Yes.
Weird.
Good old 1 damage. I'm expecting Bushy to do really well here on this fight because he is like one of the only Night Rain people left. So he's been doing this fight for the last 4 months.
One of the only Night Rain people left because everyone's moved on.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if they added actual random maps, we wouldn't have moved on so fast.
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
But hey, you know what I like about Bushy's play, regardless, I mean, it's looking like it's going to be good, but regardless if it's good or not, I feel like you don't really see a square like that. That's kind of a long square. That's just like done immediately. Like he's just doing every single bell bearing right now and not even getting anything else on the way, it seems like. He's just really gunning for that, which is, I think it's good for their line here. They kind of need something like that, but...
Yeah,
and I
and
don't really see that very often.
Sweat here killing Egon for his bell bearing, so that's at least 7 for Team Bushy Stache right now. They're very prepped for this fight. Bree here going to focus on Caleb Boss is still going to go for this Knight's Cav. And now Bushy, I think, going to go for 1 more bell bearing potentially. And Swed not going back to that Dancing Lion just yet, but he might have to soon.
Yeah, so since this is a combo square, which bell bearing do you recommend the DLC player gets?
Hang pot bell bearings, which is what Swed's I think going for right now, is the hang pot bell bearing.
Pot bell bearings, yeah.
It has to go ahead. And...
That's a great square to have synergy with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is 8, I believe.
Nice. Wow. They have 6 marked. I don't know if that's wrong.
They're probably keeping count in their head.
Hopefully. Man, if only we had inventory access.
If only. If only. Oh, nice running R2 though.
Nice kill, yeah, that was great.
And yeah, Bushy here, I think going for the last bell bearing hunter, which isn't Kaled. And I believe Bree's doing the same thing here. Going to be going for the bell bearing hunter here in Kaled.
But Bree is very far behind on that.
On the bell bearings, yeah. On Kaled bosses, this is going to be her final Kaled boss.
Okay. Okay, so I wonder if they're going to see that, and then Sweat is going to go back and fight the Dancing Lion boss again.
He is going right now.
Actually,
Sweat is going back
anyway, yeah. Okay,
right
so yeah,
now.
That's going to be good. He's going to see that and be like, okay, good choice. I really need this right now.
Yeah, and Tom here thinking, okay, I have to go do remembrances now because just in case we lose out on Merchant Bell Bearing and just in case we lose out on Dancing Lions, I want to work towards remembrances instead.
Yeah. Yeah, which is not a bad call. They are ahead on that. Oh god, that guy is tanky.
Yeah, that's a big boy. I don't know what the skidoo level is here for Swed, but looking a little tough here. We have 4 boss fights all happening at the same exact time. 2 Bellbearing Hunters up top here for the base game players. Gaius here for Tom, and then Dancing Lion Deathblight version for Swed. Very crazy.
Yeah, wow. Does Team Blue have a single remembrance? No, right?
No. I think they did die on Rolana.
Yep, they did.
There it is. Sick Caleb bosses here for Bree, marking that square now. Gaius falls here to Tom as well.
I'm not sure if this is Bushy's last bell bearing, but if Swed's lions aren't gonna go that well, which I mean he hasn't died, but if he chooses to not get the square, Misbegotten Crusader.
There it is.
Option for Bushy.
Bell bearing blocks out that row 4 now, so now that is something that they do not have to deal with, which is that row 4. But that diagonal is looking a little scary. Sweat already on that first Dancing Lion here. This is a nice like preemptive move here from Swed and Bushy, making sure that they possibly get this diagonal. This is going to turn into a 9 Remembrance race from the looks of it. And that means Bushy has to go ahead and start putting in some time into Godric, put some time into Radon. And Rolana. Renala. He does have Renala access with Red Wolf.
Yeah. So Tom is going for the first Dancing Lion, which is a great call, actually, because, yeah, that obviously works towards 9 Remembrances, and it also works towards the Dancing Lion boss. So he's like, you know what, if Swed gets the Deathblight one or gets that square first, I still have that for the Remembrances.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's out of the Deathblight phase, which is great. Maybe this will be the end for this guy here.
Yeah, he killed all the frogs, I believe, as well. So now Swed just has the normal Dancing Lion fight, technically. But he is a little low, does get the heal up here. Frost is getting a little close here. Very scary fight here, almost getting frosted. There we go. Possibly a stagger soon. Nice jumping here.
Yeah, that's great.
And there's a stagger. Oh, that's it. That's it for Swed. Huge kill here on the Deathbite Lion. Huge kill here. And it looks like that Bree is going to be going for Rykard here. They are focusing definitely the Remembrance Square over the Dancing Lion Square. They do not want to deal with that for some reason. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I wonder if... I feel like both teams are forfeiting their own squares at this point. Like... I feel like Team Blue is going to say, you know what, I mean, to be fair, Bushy is working on this Radon, it looks like, but I wonder if they would think, okay, Team Red obviously has priority on Remembrances, we know that because of Radon, we know that probably because of the Knights, because they're Remembrance weapon, whatever. Let's just ignore that. Let's block off their column 1 and then just go towards majority. Maybe not because they're so behind on numbers of squares on the board. But they are behind on the Remembrances. I'm curious that they would still contest that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
Fair. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess none of the other squares are really rushable. It's not like they can just give up their own line and say, okay, let's just go work on the other squares while Team Red does the 9 Remembrances.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a few paths they could take this for sure.
100%. And while there's so much action ready to be had, by the way, Chad, please go ahead and follow the stream, follow the YouTube channel. But also, if you want to watch this ad-free, go ahead and use your free Twitch Prime on the channel, or go ahead and do a free, not free, sorry, but a tier 1 sub. That way you do not get ads during these action-packed moments of Bingus. Please go ahead and check out the website as well, if you can, bingobrawlers.com, to check out all the players. Check out their channels. Give them follows. Give them your support and your eyeballs for all the work that they put in and trying to get a piece of that prize pool. Pog.
Drop your subs, chat. You guys don't want to miss any of this. Drop those subs. Drop those. Check if you have Amazon Prime. Check if you have a free Prime to give to the cause here.
To the cause. The Bingus disease, as they say.
Causes Domo.
Bushy here. Jesus Christ, that was some nice damage here. Already going into phase 2 and we're done. Godskin Noble here down for Breed now, going to go towards Rykard. and what seems to be Bellerot Dancing Lion on the menu for Tom, going straight into that fight now. And Swed behind by maybe like a minute and a half, but definitely ahead.
Yeah. Yes. Wait. So what did Tom do? Why has he been traveling through this castle the entire time? Because I'm surprised he's not already more ahead on that.
Yeah, I know that was all travel time for sure.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
And a
unless
quit
there's
out, I guess.
that happen, Sweat is definitely ahead on this square, and I kind of like that he went for the harder one first.
Yeah, I think it relieves a lot of pressure. You know, because like if you do this one first, you're like, God, now I have to do the Deathblight one on top of that. Like, that's worse than the one I just did.
You know what, Bushy? It does have great damage with that high-leveled weapon. So maybe contesting the Remembrance Square isn't really the craziest thing.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what's going to happen here right now. This is very much like a bit of a suspenseful, I guess, moment. I was going to say a stalemate, but it's not really a stalemate. It's just very suspenseful because we don't really know how the progression is going to work out here. Yeah. Bushy going to Stormvale Castle for one of his remembrances right now. We see Renala here for Bree in just a moment going past Moongrim, and then most likely... Oh. Moongrim not being very nice. Bree having to quit out here just to make sure that she doesn't die. Dancing Lion is dead right now for Tom and Bellerot, but he has to go all the way to Ancient Rao now to go fight the other one, and he's going to go do that right now. And Swed currently already in the other Dancing Lion fight.
Yeah, I don't think... What grace is this? Is this just the first grace in Raw Ruins? Because, yeah, you still got to run to the lion.
No. It's the first grace on top the area where the Deathblight Dancing Lion is. Yeah, it's like a whole separate section, pretty much.
Okay. So he's not terribly far from it. So, you know what? If Swed first tries this is looking pretty good for him. Yep.
Going into phase 2, didn't even see lightning until just now. That's insane because, oh my...
Not the caster curse, please. Not the caster curse.
He's gonna get hit here.
Oh!
Boom. But roll late. There we go. Nice roll late. There we go.
Oh my god.
Heal up. R1s. Careful. I hate the lightning phase. It sucks.
It's almost over, Swed. Just push through the lightning phase.
Heal. There we go. Margaret is dead. Renala phase 2 for Bree here. Dancing Lion Deathblight version for Tom on screen right now.
Is that Scarlet Rot?
No, I just looked like it for some reason.
Just like red.
That would be crazy if you did that too.
Yeah. Swed!
Oh no. Oh no. The Deathblight is gonna buy Swed some time here to try and get this fight, but he has to lock the hell in to try and get this for his team.
Yeah, if Tom first tries this and marks that, that will be very difficult for Team Bushy Stache, and Bushy's gonna have to get that Crusader.
Yep.
I guess they're just like so bad. They're rooting on getting that diagonal, which I understand because again they're behind on squares, but. Oh, I don't know.
I think Bushy's having a little bit of a hard time here. He's getting hit by literally everything right now. This is a weaker Dancing Lion, so all he has to do is just go for that stagger, go for those riposts. Goes into phase 2 here right now. That's fine, all good. Goes for a nice running R2 here. Trying to make sure that he gets this hit in. He is catching up right now. He is luckily not too far behind. Gets a huge stagger here, going for some R1s. Yeah. Okay, this is big. This is big. He's getting back to his position here. He's getting back into focus.
That's fast.
Very huge. Nice RNG on this move. Nice roll here.
Okay, much cleaner than what we previously saw.
Yep.
Locked in.
Currently locked into the sauce. Trying to make sure that he gets past this. Get past lightning phase, please, for the love of God. There we go. Ice phase here for Tom on the Deathblight line, but those frogs are still kind of hanging around. Tom has a good amount of Deathblight buildup on his character. He's got to be careful. 2 more ticks and he will be dead. Swed here, only just a couple of hits away.
Oh my god, my heart is like beating. Like, oh my god. Just kill him. I can't watch this anymore.
There we go.
There
we
it
go.
is.
Huge
Okay.
pickup. Godric down
and
for
that's a
Bushy.
remembrance as well. So you know what? They went from having a 4-1 to actually being 4-3 now. If the count is accurate. Like
Yep.
Team Red has 4 remembrances and Team Blue has 3 now.
Yep.
Which is, I mean, yeah, that's great. And Sweat is about to fight this Rolana fight again. Bushy is going to get Renala. I mean, they're catching up.
They're kind of catching up here.
Wait, why does it say 2? I thought they had 3. Is it
They
only
have Radon. They have Godric.
2? And they have
Dancing Lion.
Okay, they just
Yeah.
didn't- We need to keep track of this because this is a really important square right now.
This is a very important square. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, 4-3, and Bree is on her way to 5, and Tom is on his way to 6.
Yep, Tom is on his way to Romina right now. That was going to be next for V-Sweat as well as Romina. This is very much going to be who's going to have quicker fights, for sure.
But she's got some great damage. I think from V-Sweat and Tom, I'm not sure what they're leveled at, but it looks like Tom's damage is better in some cases. Oh, great fight, Sweat.
I mean, the Flamberge having 2 statuses is definitely pulling a lot of weight here.
Yeah, and I think that Swed, getting that 2 Dancing Lion boss kind of like, what's that word? Like upped his confidence a little bit.
Could be, yeah, his mental.
Yeah, his mental, which is massive.
Renala here for Bushy right now. Going to go in. This is going to be a really fast kill. Rolana doing really well here for Swed. Gets a nice frost proc yet again. One more hit should probably get him a stagger, to be honest.
Great
Nice
dodging.
dodges.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the zone. He's in the zone. Romina here for Tom. Currently just got past phase 2. Frost proc on her. There's the stagger here on Rolana. That's another remembrance here for Team Bushy Stache. Almost another remembrance here for Team Frogcarspin in just a moment. And Godric going to be on screen for Bree in just a second here as well, getting past the explosive birds.
Yeah, that square is currently 4-4. We do have Tom working on his 5th, the team's 5th, but we are currently 4-4.
That is kind of crazy.
And we're, oh my god. I actually,
roll.
Maybe I'm a hater, but I really didn't think Bushy Stache could catch up on the Remembrance square specifically, just because, you know, Remembrances are pretty crazy bosses. But they really did. They did.
5
I mean, at
right
least,
now.
like, close the gap by a lot.
Oh, Tom has the extra door to Mesmer already, though. He's a little bit ahead here when it comes to map progression specifically. So he's going to go straight into the Mesmer fight. Now it's going to be his 6th Remembrance boss. After that, it's going to be a bit of slim pickings when it comes to what Remembrances he can do specifically, besides maybe Midra. But Bree here.
Yeah, and Bree also has progress on Rykard.
Yep.
So
Bushy going for Melania.
okay.
He's like, you know
got
what?
good damage, yeah.
He's like,
So
I
there's
got
no
the
run-up.
grace here. This is quick. I don't have to travel.
Yeah.
Damage,
So,
not too
okay.
bad.
Bree just got her 6th. Tom is working on the 7th, I believe. And then Bushy and Swed have 5. Bushy's working on the 6th. I mean, Team Frogcarspin is definitely ahead, but like this is much closer than I anticipated.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very much, honestly, also for Bushy Stache, putting all their eggs in one basket, I'll be honest, because if they lose out on this, they will most likely lose the whole match. It would have been a bit of an interesting play for sure from Bushy Stache here, is just like literally not even contesting that square and going for like Record Mesmer, go for the one-off Skadutri Avatar, you know?
Yeah. You know what? That's what I would have done. But again, like they were really behind on squares. They were behind by like 4, and none of these other squares are easy to get or really fast or anything. So maybe that's why they decided to play it like that. Big risk, big reward.
Yeah.
If it came to a majority game, like it just wasn't looking that great at that moment, maybe that's why.
There it is. Huge Mesmer bleed here for Tom. Gets the kill on Mesmer. Going to call it a day. Good night, sir.
You know what? Bushy's damage is not great. I think he's going to be relying on that bleed.
Oh, yeah.
His individual R1 damage is just not amazing.
But it is a lot of money, and it is a remembrance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Nice. Phase 2 right now for Melania. Huge. If this goes well for them, this is a very quick pickup, I will say. Yeah. Gaius now for Swed on top of that. Possible Skadutri Avatar. And this is the thing I'm talking about. Frogcarspin, Skadutri Avatar. This is going to be a nice little one-off. So even if they do... they're kind of going to showcase that they are contesting that square, but they're going to be getting that extra square on top of that.
Yeah, wow. A 9 different remembrance race is crazy. I mean, that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see that and also a Dancing Lion race, and we got both of those.
No Midro.
Just yet. Yeah, maybe.
Just yet. Phase 2 here still from Melania. Nice dodges here from Bushy, getting some nice punishes in. Has to be careful here, though, that the nice stagger. Never mind. I'll keep my mouth shut. Possible phase 2.5.
The Melania fight, I wouldn't say is incredibly fast, but there's no run to her, right? So I saves a lot of time with that.
Yep. Rykard here for Bree in just a moment. Skadutri Avatar for Tom in just a moment. So what do we have here? We got Godric, Radon, Renala, that's 3. We got Rolana, that's 4. Dancing Lion is 5. Gaius will be 6. They would need 3 more.
Which team are you talking about?
Bushy Stache.
Yeah. They would need 3 more. Yeah, and that's where it gets kind of weird. Like, I guess Mesmer, that's 7. Romina, that's 8. I don't know who would be Bushy's 9th. Has he fought Godric yet? I don't think so.
He has, yeah. Godric's already dead. Oh my god, dude, GG's to fucking Bushy, pulling off the Melania for the 9 Remembrances fight. Gets the kill. I think it was close to hitless. I think it was close to hitless.
Nice, dude.
Really nice pickup. Wow. Yeah. Huge, fucking huge. Gaius kill here for Swed.
Skadutri here.
Did he get the kill on Gaius? I think he did, right? Did I miss that?
I missed it, but I feel like he did. I can't imagine that he didn't.
Why wouldn't he go for Romina here, though? Because it's a one-off, and he thinks it's still available, I guess.
Yeah. I personally don't really like Skadutri. I don't think it's a very fast fight or anything, and it's a little bit of a run to it. But I don't know. They're playing, I guess, the long game, but at the same time, I don't know if you can play the long game and also put all your eggs in one basket.
That's what I'm thinking. I think for Bushy Stache, they should not be doing this fight.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
That truthfully is like a thing of like, let them do the long fights. Let's just go ahead and do all the fast remembrances that we can.
Yeah.
Bushy having a hard time doing the skip here.
What is Bushy heading towards here?
Fire Giant, it looks like. Oh, Bray died on Rykard.
Okay.
That gives them that gives Team Bushy Stache here more time.
This is crazy. This race is like a proper race.
Can Swed just fucking pivot to something else and stop doing this skip?
Oh my God.
He's stressing me out. Just go do a different remembrance.
He's not doing Romina. Like, he's got raw access already.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He's got to stop doing whatever this is, though. It's stressing me out. Oh my God. Just fucking go to a different boss. Thank you.
There we go. Go to, nice.
Yes, please.
Well, where's he going, Mesmer?
A blessing in disguise that his fingers are fucking up because Tom's already on this.
Yeah.
Tom's fighting Skadutri. Bushy's going Fire Giant. Swed's going to go probably Mesmer here. And then Rykard still on screen here for Bree. So we're still full into the race. Tom's going to get this square in just a moment here. This is the last phase of Skadutri Avatar. One more R1 should do it. Boom, there it is. That's going to be marked here by Team Frogcarspin. Is that the right square? That's not the right square, is it?
What do you mean?
Is that 9 for them? Did we miscount?
Wait, did we miscount? We have Godric, Renala, Riker. Oh, actually, they didn't fight.
Okay,
Riker.
Ramina, Mesmer, Dancing Lion, Rolana, Gaius. That's 5. Skidoo is 6. Okay, Godric. Yeah, no, they have 9. Yeah, they have 9.
Wow.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
And that
so, yeah,
is
they
most
were more
likely going to
ahead.
be GG's here.
Yeah. So when they were close. Team Blue was pretty close. That was I think that was a valiant effort to grab that line.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately for them, Team Red was just too far ahead on that.
Yeah, they saw it and they were like, hey, let's prep over Dancing Lion first. Let's just prep those different remembrances. And I think that was probably the smartest play that you could do is like, hey, we're probably going to race on 9 different remembrances.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and pre-prep that already. And that genuinely made them most likely win here. After this Reichard's dead, that's going to be 13 square. And it would be GG's from Frogcarspin.
I mean, we did see some really great plays from both teams. There were some really interesting plans happening, some really interesting ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Still a great game.
I agree. Oh, Bree has no blue juice. The juice is not blue. Look, she's getting launched by the pillars. Has to be careful and dies to Reichard. Only 3 hits away. Damn.
Well, she isn't being contested on that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Team Blue would definitely have to get 5 squares.
They have to get all the squares on the board currently, and right now they don't have Mesmer down, and Bushy is nowhere near Reichard.
Yeah. I think that they probably assume that Team Frogcarspin aren't doing Reichard Mesmer though, because they didn't mark that for the 9 remembrances.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not
the way
sure.
to catch up from this is just you have to guess and snipe on every square, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why they maybe assume that they haven't done Reichard Mesmer, because it is weird, I guess, to not count that in the 9 different remembrances. I mean, it was a good choice not to and just get the faster things first, obviously, but still.
Looks like Tom's working on Midra now, going to the Jory Catacomb here. Falling Star Beast for Swed. That's going to be, I believe, the 3rd Falling Star Beast. Crucible Misbegotten for Bushy. Has got to be... Oh! I don't know how he canceled out the attack by bleeding him.
Those little tiny flasks. He had to take like 7 of them to fill the health bar.
Yeah, that's always tough for the base game players.
Yeah.
Just currently just waiting it out. There's not really much to say at the moment. Misbegotten Crusader here for Team Bushy Stache. That's going to be 12-8. That's at least very nice for them here. Possibly going to be grabbing the Falling Star Beast square on top of that. Have to be careful, though.
Yeah. I think their only hope was other than, just fully targeting that one line, setting a little bit up for like Mesmer, or just getting a little more progress on other squares. But yeah, I mean, their line had 9 bell bearings and 9 remembrances. Those are some long squares, and Bushy was full in on those.
There
it
is.
There it is. The Riker and Mesmer final square.
GG's.
GG's.
GG's. 13-8 here for Frogcarspin. Going to be taking their second victory right now. Currently a record of 2-2, tied with Positive Vibes here on their record. And Bushy Stache sadly losing back-to-back today, having a record of 1-3. Yeah, 1-3. Damn.
Well played. I do think that line, like the high risk, high reward is fun, and I think that it honestly, it almost worked out for them. So it was a valiant effort, and it just didn't work out this time.
Yeah, it was a really, really nice attempt. A really nice push, I will say.
It was. And that corner line dancing boss square was a great get, and that was, yeah, I mean, that was a good game.
No, I definitely agree. It was a very, very good game. And welcome back, guys. We're on screen. Sorry, I forgot. I was supposed to say something beforehand. My apologies, Barky.
I already fixed my hair.
All right. Looking at the board here and everything. I also, someone in chat said, damn, Dom's not responding to chat. Bro, you're 5 minutes in the past, dog. I'm not going to read what you're saying and then wait for it for 5 minutes just to see what you're going to say, all right? That's not going to happen.
Bologna sandwich joke, then
yeah, true. If it's the bologna cheese sandwich or bologna carrot sandwich. All right, let's bring in the players here. We should be talking to Frogcarspin first. What an insane...
Yeah.
What a stressful board, to be fair.
It was a stressful board, and it made for an interesting game.
Yeah, very much, very much. Yo, GG's, Frogcarspin, GG's.
Yo, thank you.
Well played, guys.
We're talking about this board here being pretty intense, and also a bit hard to read. What did you guys think?
I kind of tried to identify all the potential lines that they could do from, like, whenever they marked a square, I was just like always looking at the board like, okay, row 1, the diagonal, we have to pay attention to this. They're going to try to do something here. Because one of the threats we had was like column 2, and it kind of built into their diagonal. So it was like, okay, the diagonal's gonna come up on us. I need to set up for 2 of the squares and hopefully get one of them.
Yeah, and that definitely made a difference for sure. When it came to your early game, what was the talking point here? Was column 2 from like the early game like your kind of thought process, or was that only after you got those first 3 squares?
So for me, it was really hard to rush plus 16 and the center square because I just wasn't super happy with any of the weapons on a starting class, which is funny because I ended up using my starting class out of like pure necessity. But like I just wasn't convinced that anything was going to get me a nice falling star fight, at least fast. But as time went on, I did regret not going for plus 16. I do think that probably was the best starting square because of just how much killing there was after that. And he caught up to me on Red Wolf because like he probably melted Red Wolf, and I was nervous about it, and then it was a catastrophe. But I think that was the right play. There was just a lot of early squares that were very rushable, and I'm like, maybe we could build into that, but then it kind of pinched to Red Wolf anyways. So it kind of came back to bite me with like tunnels and Raya's hand. But after that, I did kind of see column 2 because he didn't know I was in academy, right? Because I got sniped. So I'm like, well, maybe we could sneak imbue sword keys because he really has no clue. And I pretty much just did Radahn's Great Rune. Yeah. So we were hoping for that, but Bushy was too on top of it. Bushy and Swed. But yeah, after that, I feel like it was just kind of like pure fear of the diagonal. And I am just going to say Tom set up for the diagonal amazingly. He did exactly what he had to do with setting up with the remembrances. The bell bearings take a long time. Yeah. So we were kind of banking on the time sync for the bell bearings.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Welcome in, by the way, Bushy Stache. GG's, guys. GG's.
GG's, everyone.
Good game, guys.
Oh, my God.
Very, very intense board here for Bushy Stache for you guys. What was your early game talk looking like? Like, what was the plan from seeing the board minute 1?
To give Tom Larva Tears was my plan. Not contest him on
you
that.
gave it to me?
Yeah, no, I'm not contesting.
Yeah, I was debating on either Tolier or Larval Tears, but
to beat you
I like
on
Larval Tears because of row 4. With the 3 different stats effects as well on the same line.
Yeah, you took the. Yeah, I mean, you sniped me a lot early on. It was just we had the same game plan.
Okay.
Pot troll, 3 status, 3 boss with knights.
How close was the pot?
I was just rolling up on him.
Okay.
How did you get down there so quick, man? I was blown away how fast you were down there.
I did the river.
Yeah, me too. But I didn't get any graces either. I'm just surprised how fast you got there.
He was just
I don't
working on
know.
that before. He
Yeah, it was
must
just
have
preemptive.
it. Yeah.
I might have been there before you, started doing it before you, maybe.
Yeah, it was really good that you guys saw that, because if we get that square, I think we just win, right? With the demi-humans. If I was like, if you like took like an extra like 2 minutes to like notice like, hey, wait, that's actually like really bad, that column 3.
Tom had his eye on it like since the beginning.
Oh, really?
Because well, he was like, I think he was kind of eyeing the fast squares, right? And he's like, well, if you're foregoing center square, I'm not doing Teliers. We really need to be mindful of column 3. Like, he just had the foresight. So
yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Because like we didn't see it until it just kind of appeared, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
well,
we
it's
didn't
easier
see
for
it,
us
so.
because we knew what we weren't doing, whereas you didn't know what we weren't doing. You know?
Yeah.
It kind of just appeared for you.
And so when it came to like the late game here, because like there was a bit of a back and forth, obviously, when it came to lines, the different strategies and picks here. What was the overall decision to go for 6 Caled bosses? Because as we all know, that is a bit of a sync square as it is to begin with, but I guess trying to progress that column 1 as much as possible before doing Misbegotten Crusaders was maybe Misbegotten Crusaders maybe just not as comfortable to you?
No, I'm okay with Misbegotten Crusader. Honestly, I just had progress on the square and I knew we needed another square. I also was like, well, I guess I could sneak 2 bell bearings and see like where we are once those are done, because I did the bell bearing hunter and the falling star beast.
Yeah, there's a little bit of synergy for that diagonal.
Yeah,
with the Caleb bosses.
I was somewhat trying to progress on something that I had already done. And then I realized, I think as the diagonal was progressing, I'm like, oh man, I really hope that wasn't the killer there with the time sync. Because like the claws were so bad on so many of the bosses. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
But it did ultimately work out. But yeah, I do agree that probably was the wrong square to do at the time. I don't think it was right at the time.
Yeah, I liked it when I saw Caleb bosses. I was like, oh, that's good.
I bet you did.
I got time. Yeah, exactly. When it came to that, when did you guys spot that diagonal, by the way, Bushy Stache? Like, when was like the time for you to be like, okay, like we could possibly push this? Was it after imbued sword keys? You're like, okay, let's just kind of like beeline this.
No, it was early.
It was earlier, yeah.
Yeah, we felt we felt pretty desperate pretty early on, which like in retrospect maybe wasn't the right call. But I think, when was it? I think it was after Tom got the sleeping pot troll. I think we started talking and we were like, okay, we need to pressure row 1. We need to pressure this diagonal to get back into this game. Because by the time the sleeping pot troll got marked, and maybe this wasn't the right mentality in retrospect, but like, you know, it's hard. Like, in the moment, it's obviously harder. But our mindset was like, we're behind. We need pressure to get back into this. So dancing lions becomes really important right there, because the row 1 was still open as a bingo threat and the diagonal was still open as a bingo threat. So it's like, all right, Swed, this is gonna suck, but you got to go dancing lions.
I think it was funny. I think your last match, I feel like it was Mitch who I think Domo had said, how do you feel about dancing lion being on the board or something? And Mitch was like, I'm not doing that, or something like that. It was very funny. It was a very, very real response.
At all costs.
Yeah.
And that's
both
what
of us to do it.
Like in this game, I shouldn't have done it when I did. I should have just farmed remembrances, because like I made Tom do it.
How far off of remembrances were you guys?
We were
one
both
left,
going
two
into
left?
our. Yeah,
Final
we
one?
both just needed to get the remembrance that we were going into.
Okay.
But we weren't
It
in the
was very
fights yet.
close.
Yeah.
I got Rykard lava pooled on his hell phase. It
Mm.
caught me. The random lava spawns. It caught me in the weapon art and destroyed me.
Yeah, but Rykard didn't even end up being a part of the remembrances, no? Because you got
No,
it
it
after.
didn't. I just finished it for the final square.
Yeah.
Tom went on just absolute beast mode and went and just did another remembrance. So.
Yeah, I was telling, it felt like Tom had a perfect game. Maybe you didn't, but it felt like you did. Like, I don't think you had any deaths, did you, Tom?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. I was telling
yeah.
Bushy, I was like, he had a perfect game. I can feel it. Like, just the way he's going, like he's doing everything he wants to do in a very timely manner. Like, I could just feel it. I was like, he's having a good game. You also got the flambers, and I was so mad at myself for not taking it. Like,
you didn't take it?
I literally am like talking myself up. I'm like, take the flambers. I'm like, no, I'm not taking it. And I know why. It's because I'm literally like telling Bushy, I'm like, I'm so stupid. Why won't I just take it? And it's because I checked the katana. And in my stupid brain, I'm like, no, you wasted time checking katana. You have to use dragon scale. Like, no, you don't.
I checked the katana too.
Just take the flambers. It's right there.
Speaking of Bushy, what weapon did you upgrade to plus 16?
It was the starting class Bloodhound Claws.
Okay, so we both were rocking the claws.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was like the only thing that seemed semi-decent.
Yeah, I mean, with this board, I don't think there was like literally any other option. Like it's a smithing stone board, obviously.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean the claws are the only good thing.
I
there.
didn't challenge you on that square, and I regretted it for a while, but I didn't challenge you on it.
I thought the early game for the base game players was very obtuse.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was hard to figure out.
Yeah.
I just went for full synergy. I immediately went for upgrading my weapon, and then I went for the Falling Star Beast cave to get the 5s, and then obviously the one Falling Star Beast and the one tunnel. And I more or less was like, all right, I'm just gonna progress all of it. She's gonna mark something, and I'm just gonna get the other stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you kind of did what I've been doing a little bit more in other matches, where it's like, well, maybe I'll just wait and see, get some upgrades, etc. So it was hard though. You sniped me on Red Wolf because I was doing +0, and my nerves were all over the place. But I'm assuming you melted Red Wolf with your weapons. So.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah. But man, what a match! That was,
it was crazy.
You built great pressure with the diagonal.
Really intense
match. We could have held. At what point did you guys start going for remembrances? What was the trigger? Like fully going for remembrance.
I started setting up before I even got remembrance weapon to max.
Okay. And Bree, you started going.
You were gonna.
It was after Caelid bosses. I'm like, okay, time to kill everything.
Okay, yeah. I was saying I could have held non-merchant bell bearings after you marked Caelid bosses, and I was thinking like maybe that would have bought us a little bit of extra time. Maybe could have convinced you guys to go for bell bearings.
It may have, because I was kind of synergizing with some of my Caelid boss choices with that.
At that point, I was focusing on Dancing Lion.
Yeah.
I think I was on
Dancing Lion.
He did. I was like 30% left.
Okay. Yeah, I figured
on the
that's best case scenario for us. That's kind of the only way we stay in the game.
Oh, I did take that away from you. That's good then. Okay.
Yeah. I was just trying. I decided. Did you kill Gaius before the Dancing Lions?
No.
Okay. I decided to go kill Gaius, get the Skidoo and stuff, and then go fight them.
I had a similar thought on imbued sword keys as well, because right before I marked it, Bree marked Radon's Great Rune.
Yeah.
And I was just a little bit too late to realize, like, oh, I can hold this now.
No, you couldn't have. We would have won.
I couldn't have?
No.
Really?
We would have won.
We were working on it.
Yeah. How close were you? Like, how far off were you when I marked?
I was, like, going to Celia Town. So if you would have
that was your last one?
Tom was also getting his key, so probably
I was at the lift
Yeah.
to get the key, so I was going to get mine before hers.
If you would have held it, like, a minute longer, you would have lost it.
Okay. Yeah, because you already had the other two?
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, I'll take it.
Well, you didn't know. That's the thing, though. Like, you didn't know that I was in academy. So
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah,
it was a
exactly.
really good. It was a really good choice.
Yeah, it was a really intense
Yeah.
game from both teams for sure. Really nice picks and really nice reading from both teams too. And just overall great gameplay, to be honest. That was a very fun match to watch, and I'm glad it turned out the way it did. For sure, because we spotted the column 2 pretty early on. And it was like, if it keeps going this way, it's going to look very devastating. But luckily to see the blocks that were happening was really cool to see how the board turned out afterwards and seeing how it switched around with the different pressure points, which was really, really nice. So yeah, GG's to both of you guys, and GG's to Frogcarspin again for the win.
Yeah,
GG's,
thank you.
Frogcarspin,
GG's,
dude.
guys.
GG's, everyone.
GG's.
And yeah, best of luck on your last match, guys. That's going to be in about 2 weeks, I think. Good luck on that one, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday, okay? Thanks so much for playing.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having
thank
us,
you, Domo.
Domo.
You too. Thanks for having us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, and with that, that is the end of the day, Parky. The end of the day. We're closing out Bushy Stache playing twice, once against Monkey Business and once against Frogcarspin. That is a wrap for day 6, week 2. Any thoughts? Any closing thoughts?
No, I think we had 2 good games today. They were different. We had different sort of strategies. We've seen all sorts of different things from different players. I think Bushy Stache put in a valiant effort. I think in a little bit of a different timeline they could have won. And yeah, everyone played well today. The doubleheaders are tough. I don't know if they would have won if they weren't doing a doubleheader. You never know. I don't know. But one thing that's actually funny that people have been pointing out is all but one red team has won.
Yeah, which is kind of insane. I see people bring that up lately, and I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, oh yeah, every single time red team has won, it's been every single match besides, what was it, yesterday, I think, where blue team won once.
Yeah, I don't know, something like that. But that's really interesting. There is a curse on the blue team. I don't know who put that on them, but
yeah,
get rid of it.
It's pretty insane. Pretty insane. I don't know what's happening there, but we'll see if that continues on when we come back, which is going to be the week after TwitchCon. So chat, look at your calendars real quick. Pop that up with me. It's going to be the 24th, 25th, and 26th are going to be match days here on the channel for Bingo Brawlers for the last couple of matches before the top 4 single elimination bracket's going to happen. Best of 3 matches, by the way. That's going to be really intense. But that is the end of the day for Sunday here. Parky, where do we raid today? Where should we send the people?
We could raid Dis. Dis is playing Elden Ring. I don't know if you raided him recently. Okay.
Let's go ahead and raid Dis. We'll do that. Distortion 2. All right, got that all locked and loaded.
Thank you, Dom, for having me. Viewers, thank you for watching my commentary. I hope you guys had fun. Yeah, Dom, thanks for having me. I really like commentating. It was great. And good matches, good season. Love Bingo Brawlers.
Was a great time. Thanks so much for commentating this week, and I do appreciate it. Thanks for your time, 100%. And yeah, please go check out her channel. Go check out her YouTube channel as well. Both of those, give those follows and subscriptions. That'd be great. And yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Go check out obviously also all the players. Go to the website and give them a follow as well. Click on their faces. It all sends you to their Twitch links to be able to give them follows and watch their practice matches. There's a lot of practice matches that happen, and they're honestly really fun to watch. They're just as intense as the actual competitive matches. And you get a little bit behind the scenes and like how people think and like why they do the things they do. And you can ask questions sometimes too, be like, hey, like, why do you guys do this? Why did you decide to do that? Go ahead, go out there and learn, that's always the fun part. But with that, chat, we're going to go ahead and close it out, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye-bye. Tata. Bye-bye now. Have a good one. All right. And we're good.